Welcome back to Halls. Let's get you ready for week one of the high school football season. Mark Packer along with Austin Price, Casey Funderburg, and Eric Kane down on the sideline. Austin, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with you and let you go ahead and talk. Get it out of the way. Central and Fulton.
Heavy hearts going to be over there in that Battle of Broadway. Playing for Bob Black, one of the most, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet. I love Coach Black. Prayers go out to Robbie and the whole family. The Falcons will play hard for Coach Black tomorrow night. This is against the Central team that has Frank Johnson, the fourth back, for his fourth year, and a really good tailback.
Anderson County at Powell. It's the post-Jordan Potts era is the best way to say it.
Sure.
For Powell. Isaiah Hall will take over at Anderson County as defending state champions. They lose Walker Martinez. They move on. Next up is Eric, Jefferson County at Oak Ridge.
Yeah, Jeff County, it was a young football team when we had them in the playoffs at Farragut on Playoff Friday last year. You lost your quarterback, but you bring back so much production. 4 or 5 offensive linemen, a lot of weapons, running backs as well, a lot in the front seven. So a veteran-led team for Spencer Riley this year in Jeff County. And then over at Oak Ridge, it's all about the running back Dozer. Leading rusher the last 2 years with a crowded backfield. Also Brandon Hayward at the wide receiver position. Year number 1 for Derek Rang. Should be a good game, Jeff County and Oak Ridge.
And Casey, finally, Clinton, we've heard about the Dragons this year. Can they get off to a quick start against Cleveland?
Before I get started, Austin, do you have anything you need to add before I get going?
Hey, I can take that all day long. That's
She's
fantastic.
fitting right in, man. She's fitting right in.
Well, hey, Clinton has Joshua Keith. He's a veteran quarterback. He's a leader. He's a smart player, huge arm. So they should be able to put up some points offensively this season. And Cleveland comes to town. Now they have a new head coach, Chandler Tygard, coming from Blackman, and they plan on doing a 2-quarterback system. So we'll see how that plays up against Clinton's defense.
All right, guys, everybody, great job except Austin. Okay, so coming up on Saturday after tonight, it's Bearden and West. That game will be over on WATE on ABC. One of the key players for the West Rebels is C.J. Smith.
100%. He continues to get more and more offers. Got Western Michigan earlier today. Here's a look at the West senior defender.
What I'm like going into the season is our key word is complacent, because once you get complacent, you start to relax, you start to forget why you're here and forget why you're winning games and why you're working hard. So if we stay away from being complacent, we'll be a lot better and we'll stay on pace because we have a big target on our back this season. What fuels me is the way people look up to me. I've had teammates text me, call me when they need anything. I'm always willing to help, but always taking them under my wing. Being a leader means to me being that person that you can always be counted on. When times are tough, you're going to be looked at, and your composure has to be fine and straight. You can't lose composure. You got to be there for your team when it counts and when it's needed. As far as the recruiting process goes, it's going pretty swell. As far as commitment, I don't have any plans committing here soon, sometime this season. I feel like I've gotten a lot better with my footwork as far as pass rushing, being on the edge. I feel like I can hit the B gap and A gap whenever it's needed, and the C gap is I feel like my specialty. I love edge rushing. I work on it all the time. It comes down to even doing pass rush moves on the door frame. My favorite superhero got to be the Hulk. I like the Hulk because he gets to bully people whenever. Like, he's just big and strong. Like, he does whatever he wants to people. I try to be.
Yeah, I love that young man. What a great motor that he's got. And then there's Catholic and quarterback Jaden Neal.
Yeah, those two teams just scrimmaged each other a couple of weeks ago, and Jaden Neal will be the kind of the straw that stirs the drink for the Irish. Let's take a look at Jaden Neal of the Catholic Fighting Irish. At Catholic with quarterback Jaden Neal. Jaden, Steve Matthews back in. His track record with quarterbacks is really, really good. Mm-hmm. How much have you learned from Coach Matthews?
Really a ton. I would say probably that he's been one of the biggest mentors I've had in the quarterback position so far. It's nice getting back with him from when I was in 8th grade. He was the one that kind of convinced me to come to Catholic. So getting back to link up with him again is always nice.
When you look at where your game's grown, because you started playing as a freshman now, a couple years later, where do you feel like you've gotten better?
I feel like one thing that goes unsaid that I've probably gotten the best at is being a lot more calm. Like, if I look back at my freshman highlights, it looks like I'm in a big rush, but now I feel like I see a lot more and I feel a little slower in the game.
When you're watching quarterbacks play, whether it be at the college level, the the NFL level. What are some little things you're watching for to try to pick up on and learn from?
So really, something I pick up or I look for is, of course, footwork and quickness. And it kind of looks like I kind of try to almost compete a little bit and see if they're making the throw that I would have made and like the read I would have made. And I just that's really all I do. I kind of make a read with them and see if they go the same spot I would.
You've got some really talented young receivers, Tyree King and some other guys. What do you like about that group?
Really, one thing I like a ton is that even with like the younger receivers, like you said, everyone's still like a family all together. So, and no one's jealous of the other. Everyone's a family. Everyone's got each other's back. And yeah, I mean, it makes it so much easier to play when you got everyone playing as a family.
The fact you've been playing here for, a couple of years now, do you feel like you're the leader on this team? Do you think people look to you?
I would say almost everyone in their own aspect is a leader on the team. Of course, I would love that role for everyone to look up to me like that. But I would say everyone on their own is really their own leader. Like, everyone's got to have a good role model on people that are coming in, that are new. So I would say everyone has a piece of that role model in them.
How much do you enjoy practice? I mean, I know games is kind of like the culmination of everything, but to kind of get that work in, to kind of perfect the craft, how much do you enjoy the work, the grind?
I really do enjoy it a ton. We do a thing called best on best in practice, where we kind of make the offense and defense even. So when we do that, it always gets fun. It gets a little spicy sometimes, but it always gets pretty fun. So I love that a ton.
One of the key players for the Irish, if Catholic is going to return to glory, it all runs through this guy right here.
Yeah, and he's one of the players that you really look forward to seeing in a tough region now. But, boy, that kid can play. Catholic's got a lot of talent. And Steve Matthews and Philip Shadowin's taken over that program, and we wish the Irish luck this year. Charlie Morgan of Gray Hodges is with us again. First off, welcome back, man. We got your name on the pregame show this year.
And a great night for football.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Charlie, I got to ask you a question before we get into any business stuff. You could clarify this for us. Is the real football time in Tennessee start when the Vols start the season, or is it tonight?
It's got to be tonight.
Okay, just making sure. You guys are growing, you're expanding. Tell us about it.
Well, we've had putting in a new showroom down the street from the baseball stadium. But the best thing, we've been supporting the community doing the high school football. It's been great for Gray Hodges.
Well, and that's one of the things we talked about when we got together and talked about this year. And this is not some plug for what we do, but there's nothing more community than this right here.
Well, the thing about it, our employees, their kids, we've got grandkids, they're either in the band or in the football team. So it's a great way to give back to the community.
Tell us about what you offer, because people hear Gray Hodges. I think 95% of the people know, but for that other 5%, tell us what you offer.
We're basically in the plumbing business and the kitchen business. So anything that goes in the bathroom or anything that goes in the kitchen, we offer Gray Hodges.
So countertops, you've got cabinets,
bathware, soaking tubs, faucets, sinks. Anything from the ABC to the kitchen sink.
Well, and you mentioned it briefly just a second ago. We've got a little time here before the band comes out and we do the national anthem. Why don't you explain to everybody why the employees of Gray Hodges are so much more invested in day-to-day business than really any other business? Why is that?
Well, what people don't know, we're in what they call an ESOP company. We're owned by the employees. Every employee has got a piece of the business. He may be a small owner or whatever, but every employee is an owner.
All right, Charlie, we appreciate it, man. We're going to kick you aside. You ready for the Vols to start, by the way?
About 2 weeks.
There you go. Yep. Hey, just a little longer than that, I thought. We'll see. Yeah, you're right. Is it 2 weeks? Oh, my gosh, that is close. Charlie, good to see you. We'll see you next week at Austin East, okay?
Thank you, Mark.
Sounds good. All right, so the band is making their way out onto the field for Halls. Boy, we got a great crowd here tonight. Campbell County has come over. One of those times where we've got one team wearing the dark jerseys, the other wearing the dark jerseys, red and blue, fashionably late. What a gorgeous, gorgeous night to start the 2023 high school football season. And as always, the national anthem is brought to you by Food City.
At this time, we ask you to stand and please remove your hats for a moment. The Gray Hodges Rivalry Thursday pregame show is brought to you by Commercial Bank, Exterior Home Solutions, Matlock Tire, Food City, and Knoxville Orthopedic Clinics.
I'm an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner. And we're locally owned.
Gray Hodges has been serving the Knoxville area with quality craft-made cabinetry for over 7 decades now. Craft-Made manufactures high-quality kitchen and bath cabinets in a wide variety of finishes with modern and traditional styles to choose from. Visit one of our 4 locations and let a Gray Hodges owner show you the perfect craft-made design to fit your needs. Gray Hodges. Employee-owned, service perfect.
I chose LMU because I wanted doors to open for me. For my future to have endless possibilities. To know I could become anything I wanted to be. Objection, Your Honor. I always wanted to say that. So whether I wanted to be a veterinarian, a high school teacher, let's turn to page 32, or a successful dentist, I knew LMU would help me get there. All I had to do was open the door.
Nominate a family that you think is deserving of the exterior home makeover. A gift from your friends at Exterior Home Solutions.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank, life made better.
Hi, I'm Annie Jones. I'm the owner of Top Flight Athletics in Kingston.
Hi, I'm Rob Black, Athletic Director at Fulton High School.
When it comes to apparel and uniforms for our girls, quality and efficiency are most important. So I've got a lot of cheer moms to deal with.
When we think of apparel and equipment vendors, you know, we're thinking about people who we can trust and people that we have a relationship with, and someone that will make sure we get what we want when we want it, and it'll look the way that we designed it.
That and the fact that they are locally owned is the reason that we do business with E2 Sports.
E2 Sports has been that for us, and that's who we're in partnership with right now, and couldn't be more proud to do so.
Well, Austin made a joke. He said, hey, the Florida Gators are in town.
Sure looks a lot like them. They're playing the Fresno State squad.
They
looks
do
like Hall, so.
Kind of look like that. So we're going to head down to Casey. Different Casey, by the way.
That's right. Casey K from WATE is here, and, you know, Casey's ready for an exciting game.
Yeah, getting ready for Friday Frenzy tomorrow night, and one of the key players in the area, Casey.
Absolutely. For Anderson County, it's Nick Moog, and he could have missed out on preparing for his senior season, but thanks to another teenager, he's going to be carrying a lot more than just a football on the field for the Mavs this season.
I heard it pop, and I was like, well, I couldn't put weight on it right after, and it felt like forever waiting on them to get out there to come to me, but I knew exactly what it was.
The injury was a repeat of his freshman year. Same leg, same knee. This time Moog was back in action much earlier, but his presence with the Mavericks program never stopped for a second.
I was here every day. Every day that I could be, that I didn't have therapy, I was here. I was cheering them on, telling them good job, you know, trying to coach them up as much as I can, what I know to do. And I think it really helped some of the kids, and it grew a bond with them that even though I wasn't out there with them, I was still here supporting them.
The senior is back in time for the start of spring practice and full speed by the end of it.
I was definitely confident that I would be back better than ever.
Moog's quick recovery was in part to replacing the ACL with tissue from a cadaver of a 17-year-old. Moog's same age.
It's all in my little folder that they gave me. I just haven't really got up to checking it. It'll probably get a little emotional checking it.
Maybe one day was Moog's response to opening up the folder.
So we have to see what happened with them and the different situation they were in that changed what happened for me.
After Moog's first ACL tear, he thought his football career might be over. The second time around, that was far from the case. The new ACL sending new speed and perspective into the Mavs' leading rusher.
It made me have another perspective that I can't wait to get out here, and there are other people that I know that I'm pretty close with that can't be here to play, and they're diehard Maverick fans, and it's just a big deal to me to play for other people.
So Campbell County out ready to roll. Casey down on the sideline. I believe is she gone? Okay, she gone. Okay, so we got 2 minutes to go. We're going to add a third member to the team up here, and it's super convenient now because whenever you decide to go play another top 10 golf course in the country and somebody flies in on a jet because they're a VolQuest member in General's Quarters, and you can go. It's okay.
This is true.
Because Eric Kane is now going to be in the booth, Casey Funderburg on the sideline, and go play golf.
Do you really want to start pushing me to go start working on that? Because, I can.
No, you're an important member of the team. What are you thinking about tonight's game?
I think it all boils down to how many stops Halls can get on defense. Okay. I think that's going to be the key. I think Campbell County will be able to slow Halls down some, but can Halls slow Campbell County down some?
Because of the different type of offense.
Yeah, Joe asked us, are we in for a low-scoring game? I said, at worst, it's medium scoring. I think it's going to ultimately be high scoring.
Okay.
I think Hensley is due for a huge junior year. I think he is really that good.
Yeah.
And don't sleep on Halls. They can score the football. Again, I think it boils down to the defense and how much pressure can Hall's defensive front get on Hensley, because the Campbell County offensive line is really, really good.
Well, I will say this. Halls on the defense runs a 3-4. And probably their best player on defense is a linebacker. So you wonder about sending those linebackers. Their best players at nose tackle. So you wonder about then sending those linebackers to put pressure on Hensley.
Yeah, that's right. You're looking at Gavin Owens right here. And then, for Halls, you're talking about Drew Ross, 6'3", 190 pounds, can be disruptive on the defensive side of the ball. So, again, I think it boils down to how much pressure Halls defensively can get on Campbell County. The Campbell County offensive line comes in with a lot of momentum. Does it continue, or does kind of Halls throw a wrench into it?
You see what happens with Caleb Turner, number 56 for Halls. He'll be a key for them. We are just minutes away from kickoff. We are glad that you have found us on the Knox. More people will find us week by week. Hey, after 14 years, we're moving on. We've moved on, and kickoff is after this break.
Some things are just better together. Like sensational salads and sizzling steaks, old friends and new friends, special occasions and special moments. At Aubrey's, we like it when things go together, so we do everything we can to make getting together easy. Aubrey's, real comfort, real food, real good.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
I'm Dr. Mike Costa, Malone & Costa Dentistry. You can find us at KnoxvilleSmiles.com. I'm standing here in front of a dental robot. We're one of 2 dentists in the state of Tennessee that utilize this cutting-edge technology. Do you have a broken tooth, a tooth that's in pain, or a denture that doesn't fit well? Maybe you're a little anxious? You can come in and we offer comprehensive sedation services and utilize this awesome technology to give you precise, accurate care. If you think this technology can help you, visit our website at KnoxvilleSmiles.com. I look forward to helping you.
Knoxville is my home. I was born and raised here, and I was blessed to raise my family here. This community is one that I'm proud to live in and serve every day. At Ted Russell Ford for over 50 years, we've been Knoxville's hometown dealer. Helping our friends and neighbors own their first car or their dream car or truck has been our absolute pleasure. At Ted Russell Ford Lincoln, we will continue to serve our community because East Tennessee, you've always supported us. Thank you.
Visit us at one of our 2 locations on Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike, or online at tedrussellford.net.
Why does picking a mattress gotta be so hard? I know, right? You haven't heard of Better Mattress? Who? Better Mattress? They make their own mattresses right here in Tennessee. They also can customize one just for you. 5 locations? Count me in. Better Mattress. Good night just got better.
I was the star around here until Glass Doctor installed this perfect shower enclosure. Now they look at me like, well, there you go.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your pains. Oh, yeah.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Pilot, Ted Russell Ford, LMU, Humana, and Knoxville Smiles. The following is a special sports presentation by Pac-Man Sports.
He sees orange turf, touchdown. 4th down and short. No! And they will fake the extra point. Trying to get to the outside. No! Williams has got speed. See ya! There's nothing there. Boom! And Dance will look to throw pressure from behind. Nailed at the 41. You are looking live at Halls High School in Knoxville on a gorgeous night for an opportunity to start the 2023 football season. It's high school football in East Tennessee. It's Campbell County and Halls. It's the start of Rivalry Thursday. Hello, everybody. Mark Packer along with Eric Kane, Austin Price up here in the booth. It's a crowded booth, but it's a new season. Excited about it, Eric?
Yeah, I'm happy to be up here. Get to break down some of these awesome high school football games this year. And, of course, tonight's going to be no different.
Yeah, no different tonight, and we'll start with those quarterbacks.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We'll start with the visitors from Campbell County. You know, Landon Hensley is a thrill a minute. He was as a sophomore. As I talked about in the pregame show, he's put on 20 pounds this offseason. He's up over 180. He's going to have a new dimension at times where he runs the football more, and they're going to keep throwing those slip screens and taking it vertical.
Martin Lefko for Halls. He got a taste of it as a freshman last year. Started the last back half of the season and has really put in a great offseason. He's studied film. He's a baseball player, super competitive. So he feels a little bit more like himself now as a starting quarterback. We'll have to rely on some of those upperclassmen as weapons around him.
Let's head down to the 4th member of our team, Casey Funderburg, standing by with Halls head coach Brent Hughes.
Coach Hughes, first game of the high school season. You were just over there hyping up the student section. How are you feeling tonight, and how's your team feeling?
I'm just excited to play football. We're excited to be out here. Let's get after it, and let's have some fun.
This is year 2 under your coaching tenure here. How are you feeling going into this season?
Well, I ain't got no choice but to feel good, you know. We're excited about our football team. Our kids work hard. They play hard. We're not the most talented team, but we're always going to have a little grit to us, and that's why I admire about those kids.
All right, good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
First quarter is brought to you by OEB Law. Turn your wreck into a check with OEB Law. Gorgeous night for high school football. Brought to you by Exterior Home Solutions. 81 degrees. Low 70s by the end of the game. Could not ask for a better night for football.
100%, Eric. I mean, just a little bit of breeze. You've been out there during the pregame show. Just a little bit of breeze that keeps that 80 feeling even cooler.
Yeah, it feels great out there. We've had opening kickoffs where there's been lightning and thunder, and at 95 degrees, it feels great. It feels like a fall night here in East Tennessee.
Something tells me it won't feel that way Saturday at high noon over at West.
A little different. So it looks like Halls won the toss. They have elected to receive. And with all 5 offensive linemen returning, I have the feeling we're going to see a little bit of the football on the ground and the clock churning for the Red Devils to get the season started.
There it is, the drop of the penalty, because both teams are wearing the home uniforms because they're so different, it doesn't matter. And Halls declines the penalty, and now we kick off, and we're off.
A little color rush out there tonight.
That's right, blue on blue, red on red, and makes the experience, the event, just a little neater, a little crisper to start this 2023 year.
So we are off and rolling on a new season. Football from the 23-yard line. Red Devils with some room right up the middle, finding a gap, finding some green turf deep into Campbell County territory, and already into the D1 red zone. What a return for the Red Devils.
Michael Harrop, a guy that's an experienced wide receiver, defensive back, finds a seam there on that sideline. Excellent starting field position for Halls. You go down to the start.
Great start. Now Halls has to take advantage, Eric. They've got to, use this good field position to their advantage, get in the end zone early.
First down and goal at the 19. The quarterback is Amari Lethgo after a 58-yard return. Lethgo, a sophomore, sees the field well. A handoff inside, and that's what Halls wants to do. Carrying defenders down inside the 10.
Set up first and goal, Mark, and just a hard-nosed run that time. Watch the legs keep churning right here from number 18, Cameron Bates. Just keeps them churning and picks up the first down.
Good tempo here as well.
First down and goal inside the 10. They'll go back to big number 18, Bates, who is their bell cow. Last year, started the season as a backup, became the guy around mid-season against Central.
Primarily a defensive guy his first couple of years here at Halls, but he is going to be that bell cow. Scored 4 touchdowns a season ago. They're going to rely on him a lot, just like the first 2 plays of the game.
Inside handoff again, stopped just short of the goal line, and what a start for Halls.
Really good start there by Halls, and I'll tell you what, Austin, look at the stick here at the goal line by Gavin Owens. He's an impact player, plays that star position, comes up, and keeps him out of the end zone.
Yeah, and for now has saved a touchdown. We'll see if Halls can punch it in here, and I think they're even down here where I think they would potentially go for it on a 4th down if they don't get it here.
Third down and goal. Flag comes in on the far side.
There's this motion against offsides, which, costs them a half foot.
Offsides against Campbell County. Give you a half yard, and we'll do it again. Inside handoff in the backfield.
That was huge. Shooting the gap that time. Number 0, Jamal Wright, Mark, and gets up clapping. That's a huge game, Eric, because all of a sudden, instead of being, let's say, 4th and 1 at the 1, now you're back around the 3-yard line.
Yeah, now you got to think about it. It's 4th and 3, 4th and goal. Are you going to kick? And it looks like they're sending out that personnel right now. And Jamal Wright, a breakout candidate at linebacker this year for that Campbell County defense. What a play there. And what looked like was going to be a guaranteed touchdown, they're going to settle for a field goal.
You go back to the Owen stick, saves a touchdown, and now look at potentially holding him to 3.
So a 21-yard field goal. Snap is back, kick is up. It is good. 3-0 is the score. Let's take a break. 3-0 Halls early. The lead on Campbell County on FCA's Rivalry Thursday. Exterior Home Solutions will make one family's dream come true.
Do you know a family in need of a new roof?
Maybe it's leaking or needs repaired.
Whatever the needs may be, Exterior Home Solutions is going to give one lucky family an exterior home makeover.
To nominate a family that you think is deserving, simply go to the website at exteriorhomesolutions.com/makeover, and you can make your nomination there.
Exterior Home Solutions wants to give the gift of home to one lucky family.
And welcome back. It's 3-0 Halls Red Devils as they get on the board first. The cheer dance spotlight, the Halls cheerleaders tonight by our good friends at Exterior Home Solutions. Go see our good friends Dustin and Jeff. They will get your home remodel or repair done in a very timely fashion. Halls kicking off here, and Campbell County back to receive.
Football from the 2 up the far side, and a big hit just outside the 20. Landon Hensley, the quarterback for Campbell County, pretty good year last year, 40 touchdowns.
Yeah, 3,200 yards. I mean, just had a phenomenal year, Eric.
Yeah, he did. 7 touchdowns on 2 separate occasions, tying a school record for passing touchdowns. He is a player, and he was only a sophomore a year ago.
The key thing for Campbell County, Mark, is their young receivers. How do they catch the football tonight? Up front, I think they're really stacked on the offensive line, but they've replaced some key playmakers at wide receiver.
Only 4 receptions coming back on this team offensively for Campbell County.
There's that added dimension.
Inside handoff, let's set up the offense for you. Dorton, Carroll, Kirby, Webb, and King up front for Campbell County as we look directly down on the field. Skill position players, where their concern is at the wide receiver position.
Yeah, again, I think that's why they're going to rely a lot on the run game, a lot of Keegan Cohen, especially early on in this one, a lot of that quarterback run like we just saw, and kind of ease into some of these young receivers. Because you know they want to pass.
Flag comes in and a stoppage for John Ward, who was just dying to say, give him 6 on the first drive for Halls.
Didn't get that opportunity because a couple of nice defensive plays.
By the way, I didn't see a flag come out for both teams wearing the dark jerseys. Did I miss something?
You did. I discussed that.
Sounds good. I wasn't even paying attention.
But yeah, they threw it and immediately declined it.
First down and 10 at the 33. Hensley, quick pass across the middle. And a quick shot to Gavin Owens, a junior. Set up the defense for you for Halls once again up front. They've got a lot of experience up there. Caleb Turner is the guy they'll depend on at the nose tackle position. And in the secondary, Rogers, Harrop brothers, and Holmes. Inside handoff again. You think they're going to come in throwing the football. So what the Price brothers do, stick to the ground, get a first down, move the chains.
I think that's something you're going to see a lot tonight with junior tailback and Keegan Cowan. He's got the bell cow, 205 pounds. Got a taste of it last year, but especially, again, trying to work in these young skill guys on the offensive end.
First and 10 at the 49.
Campbell County does this a lot, where they kind of check with me at the line of scrimmage.
Keegan Cowan goes in motion, leaves Hensley by himself. Plenty of time, will take a shot. Well covered, catch is made inside the 20. The safety was there, but what a grab by Owens.
Gavin Owens is that impact player for Campbell County. He can do a little wildcat. He can run the football a little bit, but he is their go-to guy, and they take a deep shot with him on drive number 1.
Yeah, he gets away with a little bit of a push-off.
He does.
And Hensley just kind of threw that one up. DBs were in position.
34 yards on the pass from Hensley to Owens. And we talked about, would it be a low-scoring or high-scoring game? I think we're getting our indications of what we're in for tonight.
Couple of explosive plays already. Of course, the kickoff return right out of the gate. Taking a deep shot here for Campbell County. Both teams offensively moving the football a little bit.
First down and 10 into the D1 red zone. Hensley looks over. Justin Price. And they'll go to the left side to Owens. Inside the 5, first down and goal for the Cougars.
And this is where you have to really respect Hensley's new kind of dimension to his game, because, yeah, he can hand it off, but he can also quarterback keep it and use his new added weight to get it across the goal line.
And you might see that right here as they're within the 5. Big, great weapon to have here. Defense will have to respect the run from the quarterback. And there
Hensley right at the middle, touchdown. You come in thinking Hensley's going to do all his damage through the air, and he uses the feet.
Little option there. Reading the end man on the line of scrimmage, sees what he wants, pulls it, goes right around him, bursts to the end zone from 4 yards out. And Campbell County's offense, no problem down the football field for score number 1.
That's why his Eastern Kentucky, Walt Wells, and the Colonels of Alford landed Hensley. Extra points always have to reel them in it. Not that one.
7-3 Campbell County with the lead halfway through the first quarter. Red Devils had a nice drive to get things started.
When you're 6'4" and 320 pounds like I am, finding a mattress is a challenge. That's why I went to Better Mattress for help. It's not about just selling big store brands. At Better Mattress, it's about making a mattress that fits the person's body type and their personal preferences. Look, after a big football game, this body is tired and sore. I have to have a mattress that helps me rest and rejuvenate. Big O and Better Mattress. Good night, just got better.
And our thanks to Better Mattress, as $500 going to the home school. Tonight that being Halls High School, although it's the Campbell County cheerleaders holding the check. So it's love all the way around, holding the money that goes to Halls. By the way, Big O did a great job on the commercial spot. He came the other day to shoot it. He wants to be a sportscaster himself. Yep. Amari Thomas did a really nice job.
Look good out there. Obviously knows the game. I think that could be a future for him.
Did well. 7-3 is your score.
Another good return here from Waltrip. They've gone short kickoffs twice to the up back and Michael Harrop, and great field position, Austin, up to the 45.
I don't think that's by design. I think it just kind of is what it is. I mean, you know, at some point, though, maybe you have to run one on the ground to squib it, you know, because, you know, that's twice in a row Halls has been able to convert a short kick into good field position. They'll start this one at the Halls 44.
First down and 10. Lethgo, the sophomore quarterback, looks to throw, runs out of time, and will throw it away. Flag on the play. Looks like it's against offense. By the way, a nice grab there by Adrian Swanson, a sophomore lineman, number 52. Here's the starting lineup for you. There's those 5 seniors on the offensive front.
Yeah, they're going to have to rely on them in a hurry, right? If you want to, you know, find your offensive rhythm, run the football with Cameron Bates, you've got to rely on those big guys up front who have been there and done that. They did a little bit on drive number 1, couldn't punch it in, but already one rolled out here in drive 2.
Some confusion on the Campbell County defense.
A lot of check with Mees already in this game.
Well, that's Campbell County for 15 years.
Inside handoff.
Wow, just ran right into the back of his offensive line.
It's almost like the butt fumble of years ago.
I was waiting on it to see if one of you guys would say it.
Dorton, Inslee, Webb, Carroll, Owens, and Wright up front. And then your secondary looks like this. Do we think the secondary is going to be tested for Campbell County much? Are they throwing much?
A little bit. They'll test them a little bit.
They should be. It's an experience.
Third down and 9. Lethgo, boy, now there's a hold and a half. And John Ward will throw the flag. An absolute mugging at the 38-yard line.
Well, you saw Eli Dorton, he pointed at John Ward and was like, yeah, you got it. And Ward tosses it out. I mean, it was pretty blatant.
You know, you can make the case for holding on every play, especially that one.
And that's the thing you don't want if you're Halls. You don't want to be playing at 2nd and 3rd plus 15. That's just not conducive to success.
So already a 3rd and long, and now it's going to be 3rd or 4th and longer. 3rd and longer, excuse me, about 3rd and 14.
We need to climb this.
20, 3rd and 20.
3rd and 20.
Did you either have 3rd and 20 or 4th and 10?
Well, I think at 4th and 10, they're punting it. They can at least throw it, potentially pick up the first down with a catch and run.
Well, no, I understand, but I'm saying if I'm Campbell County, I'm declining that penalty. So now you give Lethgo a shot. Lethgo takes a deep shot. Receiver was there. Had he kept the football on the field of play, that could have been damaged by Tress Skates.
But kind of an ugly drive there offensively for Halls, never really getting anything going. Penalty backs them up, 3rd and long, and now having to punt it away to Campbell County, who had no issues at all moving the football from one end to the next.
First punt of the night from the 35-yard line. 5:23 to go. First quarter. Got a very nice kicker at Halls. Watch this bounce. Bounces down inside the 10, inside the 5, down to the 3, and that's where things will stop. Well, hey, tomorrow night is week 1 of the high school football season in earnest. Casey K from WATE. Friday Frenzy going to be a busy night tomorrow night, Casey.
Absolutely, guys. Our game of the week for WATE is Anderson County versus Powell. That's out Powell. Obviously, Anderson County coming off of that state championship win. Powell saw their season ended by West last season. That was an eventual state champion. So you got to think there's a little bad blood, little revenge the Panthers are looking to get tomorrow night. Some other games, we got Central at Fulton. Fulton, what are you going to do without Marcellus Jackson? And Central, they got a lot of guys back who can produce. So it's about coming together for that. A few other games that we have is Dobbs Bennett at Farragut, and we got a few more here. We've got Carnes at Hardin Valley. Carnes, they don't have Deshaun Bishop anymore. What are we going to do about that? What are they going to do with a new head coach? Going to be interesting to see all that come together in Hardin Valley. Now is the time for that program to take the next step. And lastly, another one of our games, Maryville at Heritage. That's what we got going. We got a few more. Those are just some of those feature games. Guys, back to you.
A lot of good games tomorrow night.
It's a great opening slate for week 1.
A lot of good games. There you go, DB Farragut. Hensley with the strike across the middle for sure. Has got Timmy Gibson on the post pattern. And Gibson caught the ball and, boy, ducked ahead quickly.
Yeah, fit that one into a tight window.
Manny No coming over the top at the safety position, making contact with the receiver who was towards the ground. Flag is down, so be interested to see what the ruling is here.
Yeah. Just trying to protect the kid. And you wondered, did Gibson get his head down quick enough? And the safety, what are you going to do?
It's tough play all around.
It's a tough call all the way around.
You're playing hard. You're flying over there trying to make a play. Ball carrier goes towards the ground. That's a tough play for the defender, and obviously it's a tough call to make, but I think the right call was made as we see it here. Coming in towards the ground right there, and it'll be 15 yards.
Drive that started at the 3 is quickly up to the 33.
And they already motioned out to an empty set there on that play number 1. They'll go 3-1. They'll stack twos, two wide receivers on each side, and do a lot out of 10 personnel.
Hensley this time, handoff up the middle, finding a lot right up the gut, which is a tad bit surprising.
Again, this Campbell County offensive line is really kind of veteran-led. They've played a lot of football. 3 of them will be back next year. They'll lose 2 of them. But, big up front, and they're a cohesive unit led by offensive line coach Josh Kerr.
And if you're Halls, you want to counter that offensive line, you need to be your nose guard. Caleb Turner's got to be disruptive. Real impact player, good tape player, had a great year last year with about 5 or 6 sacks. If he's taking a couple of guys to get him out of the way from the shade or the zero technique, that's doing his job.
1st and 10 at the 43. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep going right up the middle. And would give that interior of the offensive line. Robert Kirby at center position. Jake Lawson, Storm Webb, Luke Carroll at guard. They are flat opening things up right there in the interior.
Yeah, when you can get 5 yards on first down, it just makes the play calling that much easier for Justin Price and the offense.
Storm Webb at right guard, the strongest guy on the football team, according to head coach Justin Price.
Oh, what a shot right there.
Beautiful. Those end zones.
Yeah, a gorgeous night for high school football. And a busy night coming your way tomorrow night. Bearden West on Saturday at noon over at West High School. Run right up the middle. Feel the pads pop, and flag comes in at the 49. But Keegan Cowan, who the Price brothers said loves to get moving downhill. Boy, you can see why.
Oh, absolutely. He's a bruiser. He's had a great offseason, put on some weight as well. As we're going to get a face mask penalty to tackle on the 5 yards. Looked like the defense over-pursued there, Austin, and somebody probably just reached around and tried to grab the face mask.
They did. I thought I saw it in real time. The snap back of the head. It's going to come up right here in just a second as he clears right there.
Yep, you see it right there.
Nothing egregious, just kind of get the ball carried to the ground.
Penalties have not been the friend of Halls early.
They have not. They have not. That 15-yarder back on the first play of the drive, 30 yards, 3 penalties against the Red Devils.
And one coming on third down offensively in their second drive.
Down at the 39, Hensley will keep it himself right up the middle. You know what? And I'm going to have to direct this to you, Eric, because, Austin was not there at Campbell County last year. He was playing golf or something. But when we saw him play last year at Clinton, this is a much bigger, more physical-looking kid.
Oh, yeah. It looks like a guy that's had a great offseason. He's lived in the weight room and saw that ability in those flashes, even running the football a little last year, but knew what he could do with a great offseason. A guy that's confident in himself with the arm and now running the football. Just another dynamic for this explosive offense that Campbell County always has.
2nd down and 4 at the 33.
He was still pretty good in that game too, Mark.
He was very good.
Yeah.
Looks across the middle, double coverage, and the ball knocked away. They threw it to Owens again, and
that's twice now he's kind of thrown into double coverage, just kind of tossed it up. I'm not crazy about that throw. And I know he's got a good rapport with Owens, but that's what you want if you're Halls.
Could have been picked, by the way.
Throw it. We have 2 red jerseys in here, only 1 blue.
Yeah, the corner and Gabe Holmes and the safety and Manny No playing bracket coverage right there. Holmes, a basketball player, would have made a play on it.
This is 2-down territory here for Campbell County. They will not punt from this part of the field.
Austin has the phone number for the bat phone. He's already talked to the Price twins. Not going to matter because they'll get the first down. Hensley now 5 out of 6.
What you're going to see a lot, because he's their punter, he will be basically like in a long shotgun, and he'll quick kick sometimes, but they'll fake it enough to where you have to, every time they go back to punt, you'll have to be cognizant and have the right personnel on the field.
Such a weapon at this level if your quarterback is your punter, and you see that more often than not. They can punt too.
Hensley with the handoff up the middle on first down. Tough running. Kind of funny how it's Campbell County who's running the clock, and we thought just the opposite coming in.
It's a nice defensive play there by linebacker Hunter Raffini getting in there. He got a down block, squeezed that edge, and went down there and led him right to the tackle.
Under a minute to go, first quarter, 7-3 Cougars, 2nd down and 9 at the 25.
But I think that's what you want to do, Mark, to your point. I mean, again, you've got some young, inexperienced receivers. Only 4 catches back from last year on this team. Rely on that run game and that offensive line.
Hensley has plenty of time. Across the middle, catch is made down inside the 10. And a beautiful pitch and catch. First down and goal for the Cougars.
Gabe St. John with the reception. Putting it inside or right around the 10-yard line or so, and just right over the middle. And Halls is bringing in some of their bigger defensive tackle bodies here with 1st and goal.
Kind of go try to get one more play off here.
1st and goal at the 10. Hensley this time will keep it himself, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-3 Campbell County after 1 at Halls on FCA's Rivalry Thursday, presented by Pilot Company.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Commercial Bank, Exterior Home Solutions, Matlock Tire, Food City, and Knoxville Orthopedic Clinics.
Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Scotty Lights. While my office is in Harriman, I can service anyone in the state of Tennessee. We'd love a chance to earn your business, so please give us a call at 865-882-2181 or by email or check out our webpage, and we'd love to earn your business.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank. Life made better.
Your roof, it's the most important protection against nature for your home or your business. That's why I trust the experts at Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Annie Jones. I'm the owner of Top Flight Athletics in Kingston.
Hi, I'm Rob Black, Athletic Director at Fulton High School.
When it comes to apparel and uniforms for our girls, quality and efficiency are most important. So I've got a lot of cheer moms to deal with.
When we think of apparel and equipment vendors, you know, we're thinking about people who we can trust and people that we have a relationship with, and someone that will make sure we get what we want when we want it, and it'll look the way that we designed it.
That and the fact that they are locally owned is the reason that we do business with E2 Sports.
E2 Sports has been that for us, and that's who we're in partnership with right now, and couldn't be more proud to do so.
Knoxville Wholesale Furniture, the largest furniture retailer in the state of Tennessee, with 3 superstore locations, brings you thousands of yellow tag sale prices plus 0% interest, and we pay your sales tax. More bedrooms, more recliners, more custom upholstery, more leather furniture, and the most exciting mattress selection in the state. Do not miss out on this limited time offer. Thousands of yellow tag sale prices plus 0% interest, and we pay your sales tax. That's right, we pay your sales tax with 3 superstore locations. Knoxville Wholesale Furniture. You just can't do any better.
And the second quarter is brought to you by Knoxville Wholesale Furniture. Let's head down to Casey Funderburg standing by with Matt Price.
Coach Price, you guys were able to move the ball offensively that last quarter. You're leading so far. How do you feel like you guys are playing?
I think offense is doing a great job. Obviously, great opening drive for us on offense, and we're hopefully punching it in right here. But we got to do better on special teams. Just eating us up right now in field position. So we got to tighten those up. But our kids are playing hard. Hopefully get some of those jitters out there and finish strong here in this quarter.
What would you like to see your team do before heading into the half?
I mean, obviously, if we can punch this in right here, I think would be huge, and get us another 3 and out. I think that would set some momentum going into halftime when we get the ball.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Second down and 8 as we get things started here. And for Halls, boy, you really don't want to fall behind 2 possessions.
You really don't, and you got to watch that quarterback run. You know, Hensley kept it, went around the edge from about the 4 or 5 yard line for the first score, and he's a threat right down here around the 10-yard line.
And he's been putting the ball down in his belly and running it up the middle. Using his legs a lot. So second down and 8. Hensley rolls left, throws back right across the middle. Nice job by the Halls defense, shutting down what looked like the opening of the Red Sea, literally, but it closed quickly.
Yeah, great job by Dom Colt there. The linebacker kind of shedding the block and then making the tackle.
You see the offensive lineman, Caden King, the tackle, run out there to block a corner for a linebacker that'll take you right to the play.
10th play of the drive.
Watch Owens here, number 6 for Campbell County. They've got him in the backfield, but he is a pass threat, a receiving threat right here.
Halls brings the linebacker, and boy, nice job. Tough running by Owens.
Get what he got. I mean, he was covered up by Hall's Red Devils.
He just caught the backfield. Just a foot away.
They're going to go for this.
They need to, yeah. Ball just in front of the 2-yard.
Take a look at the stats brought to you by OEB Law in a quarter that a lot of people on TV missed because, unfortunately, of a thunderstorm that affected our satellite. Weather's perfect here, but not where the hub is for our satellite, so we apologize for those technical difficulties, but a quarter dominated by Campbell County. They will go for it on 4th down and will not get it.
Huge stop by Halls. And right into the teeth of the Red Devil defense, Eric.
Absolutely. Linebacker Cameron Bates comes up there. Trey Skates at free safety comes up there. It wasn't just those 2 guys, but read, react. It was a good play call. And coming off the edge right there, making a play at the line of scrimmage by Grayson Dockery. What a play. And you can look back on that play, that goal line stand potentially, and say maybe that's where things change.
Well, and now if you're Halls, the whole key is to get out of jail. Can you just get out of jail?
Ironically, we were just here on the 3-yard line. This is Campbell County's ball. They went all the way down and failed to score. Can Halls have some success right here and dig their way out as well.
7-3 Campbell County just getting started in the second quarter. Lethgo will use the legs. He was very clear to me this week, I'm not a runner. That looked pretty nice right there, out to the 20-yard line. Very close, past a first down. Boy, 17 yards.
He might not be a runner, but I'll tell you what he is. He's an athlete. Look at that. Keeping it, running, vision, getting outside, not going down on first contact. What a play there when you're backed up on your own 2 or 3 yard line.
First down at the 20, and talk about getting out of jail. They did exactly that. All 5 seniors on the offensive line. They'll open up a hole, and a first down. Give them 11 yards for Bates.
Lethgo may not fancy himself a runner, but there's nothing wrong with being a quarterback who can run. There's a difference between a quarterback and a quarterback who can run, and able to make plays with his legs. That offensive line for Hall's opening up big holes right there.
I was going to say, that was a nice job up front. Nobody touched him 4 or 5 yards down the field.
Go on the ground again, cutting back, past the 40, tough running. That's Marcus Moore, who the Hall's coaches say is a game changer. They kind of got a little bit of the back and forth. Bates is the bruiser, Moore is the game breaker.
And he didn't quite wait on his offensive line, who were pulling from the right side, but he still got some yards anyway. Really, really nice drive from the 3. Now you're approaching midfield.
13 yards. Out to the 44.
Big blitz.
Oh! Is that the Joe Newberg collision of the game?
Right now it's got to be.
Gavin Owens in the backfield in a hurry.
Untouched. I mean, that's a total miss by the
left tackle whiffed.
Yeah.
And he's that player, too, that you can't afford to miss. He's the guy you circle on the depth chart. He's the guy. He's that impact player. Again, the star player, inside the box, outside the box. You can't have many shots like that on your running back.
Well, and for Marcus Moore, I mean, you take the handoff, and and as soon as you take it, you go, well, there's nothing going here, and just hold on to the ball, and he did that.
Second down and 14. Lethgo to the right. Boy, nice pass across the middle. Catch is made inside the Campbell County territory. Breaking tackles is Brody Rogers, just a sophomore, but boy, he's a big kid.
He is 6'1", and Drew Ross on the other side. Both those guys tight end, H-backs, outside linebackers on defense. They want to incorporate both of them into the offensive flow. Just that drag across the middle, good throw, first down.
Yeah, the offensive line did a nice job of giving their quarterback time, and Lethgo delivered a nice ball on the move with a tight end moving along the same line as him.
He was looking for Ross as well. Both those guys were out.
27 yards from Lethgo to Rogers. They'll go back to the ground off right tackle and just matriculating down the field.
This offensive line has had a heck of a series so far. Again, drive started on the 3-yard line, and they've run the football and run the football. They pick their spots to throw like 2 plays ago to Rogers. Pretty much anytime they get the football, whether it's Bates or whether it's Moore, they're getting close to a first down.
And here's what Hall's done a good job of. They're imposing their will with their offensive line, the running game, and the running clock.
Yes.
I mean, here we are down to almost 7 minutes to go in the first half. Campbell County's had 2 possessions. I mean, they're really just kind of ball controlling it, keeping it out of the Campbell County offense's hands.
Whistle comes in, and maybe a timeout here on a 2nd down and 1 at the 24. We'll go ahead and take a timeout with them. 7-3 Campbell County, 7 minutes to go, first half.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Glass Doctor, Better Mattress, Gray Hodges, Aqua Clear, and the Volunteer Club. Real Vol fans are members of the Volunteer Club.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
At LMU, every door is open. Each can help me build my future exactly how I imagined. Let's check those specs, guys. And lead to a career where I'll have an impact. As a nurse. How are you feeling today? A social worker.
I guess I started when I was younger.
Or an executive of a multinational company. Take a look at the third quarter. I know LMU will prepare me for a career where I'll make my mark. That's a cut. Because whatever door I walk into, there's a future for me.
For me in my office, it's not just about writing an insurance policy. I want to be part of you and your family's lives and be there with you in the good and the bad. Please just give us a call, 675-0888. We'd love to speak with you.
You know, life happens, and damage to your home can be extremely stressful. That's why it's important to find someone who offers efficient, quality work with financing options. Exterior Home Solutions, they value not only family, but community. And they're who I call when life happens, and you should too.
At D1, our slogan is the place for the athlete. But who is the athlete? While you'll see a number of our athletes on courts and fields, not all of those athletes are starting left tackle in the football game. We pride ourselves with being the place for all athletes, 7 to 70, mom or son, dad or daughter, with locations all over Tennessee. And we have training programs for every athlete. So stop by any of our locations and let's find the best athlete in you.
You're watching Rivalry Thursday on The Knox.
Welcome back to Hall, 7-3. Campbell County with the lead. 7 minutes to go in the first half. A second down and short. 1 yard. Lethgo will, well, a flag comes in. Drive started back at the 3-yard line after a, well, is that a goal line stand?
Yes,
yes it is.
Absolutely.
Ball start Hall. Great play as well. Now that I've got clarification, I can say it with vigor. After a goal line stand by the Hall's defense.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, if Halls goes and punches it in here, it's basically mirror images except for Halls took the 3 when Campbell County stuffed them down there inside the 5. Campbell County did not.
And this is great to see from Halls because really to this point, that kickoff return to beginning the game is all we've seen. You know, in terms of life, this drive has been a real good one.
Second down and 6 at the 29. They'll go back to the ground. Right, how about the spin move? How about a second spin move? Good grief. Cameron Bates with the moves of the night.
Yeah, that's that circle, and then he has to hit that circle on NCAA right there. One spin move.
You got talking Techno Bowl terms for
right
Packer.
There. And another spin move. Woo, he spun both ways.
It reminded me of Yoshi in Mario Kart.
There we go. I mean, I'll give you credit on that one, Packer. That was good.
Right up the middle, off left tackle into the secondary, running over defenders inside the 5. First down and goal after a gain of 14 yards. And Cameron Bates, leader in the clubhouse right now for the Exterior Home Solutions 6-star MVP.
Well, here's the thing. Cameron Bates is running hard. He's running physical. And you keep doing this all night long, that Campbell County defense is not going to want to keep hitting him in that fourth quarter. So Bates right now really imposing himself on this Campbell County D.
Well, you can tell he's got some confidence as well. And he's been running the ball well in this drive. But, again, you go back to a play ago with those spin moves. That'll make you feel some type of way.
7 carries, 50 yards for Bates. Number 18 is a senior. And off left tackle, touchdown. Where's the flag? Good grief, that's not even a face mask. That's more like a decapitation. You see that?
Yeah, Jamal Wright right there. A little extracurriculars in the end zone. Hopefully,
extracurriculars,
to say it lightly. Hopefully Bates is all right because, again, you just scored a touchdown, took the lead, capped off a great drive. Unnecessary to say the least.
Huh.
Looks like he's all right.
Well, I mean, scoring the touchdown makes everything feel
a
little better.
You know what I like, Austin? I like his teammates sticking up for him here too.
Yeah, I mean, again, you grab the face mask 4 yards into the end zone. It wasn't like it was as it was crossing.
Is that the Joe Newberg collision of the game?
No, the Owens one is. I wouldn't want. Why do we want Cameron Bates to have to relive that again? he already lived through it once.
All important extra point off the right foot of Owen Taylor. Very impressive kicker. Well, so we've got the Gamboozas game night makeover. And we'll head down to the sideline. And it's not Frank tonight. Jared is here again. Jared, who have you got? By the way, it's good to see you, Jared.
Hey, great to see you, Mark. We're really excited to be a part of Rivalry Thursday once again. This has been a fantastic thing for everybody.
Yeah. Grayson needs help.
Yeah, Grayson needs a little bit of help. We're going to get him tuned up, make him all super suave for all the ladies here at Halls High School, so he'll be looking right.
What are you doing to him? What's the plan?
You know,
Is there a plan?
We don't really have an exact plan yet. He said kind of dealer's choice, so I'm going to take carte blanche and make sure he looks right.
Grayson, what do you want to happen? What's the end goal here for Grayson?
Not for it to look too bad, hopefully.
Too bad?
His end goal is for all the girls here at Halls to say, Grayson has it. That's it.
That's right.
All right, Jerry, good to do your thing, man.
All right, thanks, Mark. Appreciate it, brother.
That's good. We'll check back in at halftime for the reveal of the Gamboozas game night makeover.
Due to the penalty, Halls will kick off from the D1 red zone. Oh, wait, never mind. Just the first.
I like how you work that.
I love the makeover every week that we do. Best one.
Dustin Minor.
Dustin Minor in a heartbeat.
Well, yeah, I mean,
he was so ugly, and he looked less ugly after.
It was like taking Tom Hanks in Castaway and making him Tom Hanks in,
By the way,
Forrest Gump.
You go onside kick here. You're at the 45. If it goes 10 yards, it's at the 35. I mean, okay, onside. Oh, nice catch there. Nice grab.
So that's a win for Campbell County. I mean,
well, let's take a look at the Scholar Athlete brought to you by Patriot Home Care. Jackson Avery, a senior left guard. How do you get a GPA that is a 4.3261 GPA?
You're asking the wrong people, Packer.
Can they not round up or down off of something like that?
Yeah, it looks like it should be 4.3.
I mean, I would think. So for Halls, essentially what you did is you took about a 10-yard gamble. Football would have come out to the 25. Is that right? Yeah. In high school, so go to the 25. So, 10 yards for you to take a chance at an onside kick. I don't like that at all. I thought it was a good play. Yeah. Inslee goes back to work right across the middle. Catch is made. Quick tackle is made, though, coming up from the position of Michael Harrop, who is a senior, number 2 for Halls.
And Austin, if you're Campbell County, don't you want to go back to running the football where you found some success? Obviously, a lengthy drive. Halls takes the lead. Go back to something that's looked good so far tonight.
Well, I think the passing game has looked fine. It just boils down to they kind of got too cute for themselves down inside the 5, and that's something they've done for years, where they bring in a linebacker or a receiver or a running back and kind of run that wildcat stuff. Don't overthink it. Give it to Landon Hensley.
Back to throw, has all kinds of time. Receiver behind the secondary, makes the catch inside the 20. First down, just outside the 10-yard line for KJ Chadwell.
Again, don't overthink it. You've got a guy that could easily get Mr. Football votes with the stats he puts up. Roll with number 10. Campbell County looks like they're going tempo here. Now, they look like that, but more than likely
Too much time.
They'll turn and pivot.
I like how Hensley moved up in the pocket there on that play as well. What a ball.
1st and 10, just outside the 10-yard line at the 12. Keegan Cowan will not get the football. Hensley will carry it down to the 5. By the way, that pitch and catch was a 48-yard bomb.
How about bad snap right there? Could have been disastrous. Also,
could have been. Hensley made the most of it.
Yeah.
By the way, I feel like that this is a good time for us to tease that we'll have PlayStation Presley on next week.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see him. We'll also hear from him coming up at halftime of West Bearden as he'll preview the Austin East game next week on Saturday. They play Sevier County tomorrow night, that being a game at Strawberry Plains.
Second down and 5 at the 7-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go. Inside handoff. And nice job by the linebackers from Halls. Will bring up a third down and about 2 yards.
Yeah, Hunter Tony comes up, makes a play, gets some help on that from the safety man. Thought that play was going to go for a little bit more, but good play by the defense, and now a critical third down, a couple of yards here around the 5-yard line.
Third down and 3. 4-down territory, you would think, Austin.
I do think it would be 4-down territory. And although where they're at, it's far enough away where it's not too bad of an angle.
Unless there's a loss on the play, field goal would tie the game.
A false start on right tackle 58.
And that could change things.
And
I think that's a good thing. It's going to force them to throw more than run here.
But still, it's 3rd and 3. You don't want a false start to back it up and make it 3rd and 8. This offense is better equipped, maybe, to overcome that.
That's my point. And there's a little more room to maneuver. It's harder to cover more ground for the Hall's defense than a compact area.
Then they're going to go empty set here.
It's also allowing Campbell County to run the clock here. Get the lead right before the half. They do get the ball to start the second half.
Third down and 8. Halls brings pressure right up the middle. Hensley will sidestep it. And very close to the first down. I believe he may have it.
It's going to be really close. Probably going to be measuring this. But, man, I tell you what, that's a huge deal. They're going to say first down.
Austin, that tells me they were going to go for it on 4th down because they put him out in spread, 3rd and 8, run it with the quarterback. And if you got close enough, roll the dice, go for it on 4th down.
Well, it worked out well. They blitzed right up the middle. And now they can just kind of run that clock. Because the Halls, again, really not built to go 80 yards in a minute and a half.
First down and goal at the 2-yard line. It will be either Cowan or Hensley, you would think. Hensley rolls right and sees the end zone and will slide in for the touchdown. And the Cougars will jump back on top, which appears to be a game that might be a back-and-forth affair tonight.
Yeah, nice play by Hensley. I love the decision just to go. I'm sure he was told and coached up in practice, if you're in this situation and you see an opening, just go, especially when you're in the goal line situation. He does that. Second rushing touchdown of the day, and Campbell County takes the lead.
I'm not trying to be Johnny Obvious here, but Hensley appears to be much more of a runner than he was a year ago.
Yeah.
I think just the extra weight.
It allows him to take the pounding more.
Extra point is up. Flag comes in, though. Should be another penalty on Halls, which will be on the kickoff.
Which helps Campbell County.
Well, time now for OEB Gives Back, as OEB Law gives back to our community, and they have been a great partner for years. And $1,000 going to Halls High School tonight. And our thanks to OEB Law. OEB is excited to be a part of Rivalry Thursdays on the Knox, ABC, and Fox 43. OEB Law, the title sponsor of OEB Playoff Fridays, and BBB12's OEB Law Game of the Week, which tomorrow night will be Anderson County and Powell, as well as the Rivalry Showcase All-Star Game. Throughout the season, OEB Law is going to be highlighting the home school of that week's game, and as always, making that $1,000 donation to the home school during the regular season. Our thanks to Tim Elrod and OEB Law for their continued support of high school football in East Tennessee. 14-10 is the score. 6 plays, 65 yards. Hensley, his second touchdown of the night. Mark Packer along with Austin Price, Eric Kane, Casey Thunderbird down on the sideline. Our season opener, and it's been thrill a minute already tonight. For those of you watching on TV, and I will explain, you wondered, hey, what happened to the start of the game? Had a thunderstorm at the hub, which for the Knox and Fox is in Richmond, Virginia. This stuff happens. Just a cell over the station messed up the satellite for just a tad bit. And I would venture to guess that would be the only problem we have this entire season. It just happened to be the first quarter of our regular season. Football at the 8-yard line. Got something cooking here right up the right side. Great field position for the Red Devils out to the 45-yard line. And that's where things will get started. Hey, we invite you to support Wreaths Across America again this year. Each of the last 2 years, you, East Tennessee, have come up with about $20,000 to make sure that every veteran who has paid the ultimate sacrifice for our country has a wreath on their tombstone, their gravestone at Christmas. You can go online to knoxwreaths.org, or you can look for the veterans here at our games. We'll announce tonight at the end of the game how much the fans of Campbell County and Halls have donated to Wreaths Across America.
Tell you what.
Oh, this is a disaster right here. Got to get on the ball. He does.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I mean, again, another long kickoff return from Halls with a minute 42 or whatever. That gave you a shot, but that bad snap or miscommunication, whatever it was.
Well, here's the thing. Campbell County's got all 3 timeouts left.
And I would expect they'll take one after the second down.
Well, I would take one now. It's second down in the field house.
Well, not now. They've already led 15 or whatever seconds ago.
I don't know. You got a stock you see going in the right direction. Do you let it go all the way down to nothing, or you go ahead and sell out at some point? I would take the timeout and save some time. Down to a minute. Inside handoff. And now you expect the timeout, and there it is. Hey, listen, I will say when it comes to business, we all have something that is our most valuable asset. For Pac-Man HD Productions, it's that right there. It is our production unit, which brings you all of these games, which is why I go to ARI Insurance for my insurance needs when it comes to my professional insurance for my business. Encourage you to do that. They're in Lenore City. ARI, protecting our production unit here at Pac-Man HD Productions. Well, let's come up to the broadcast booth and let you know, hey, things are a little different this year. We've got 3 of us up here in the booth, Mark Packer along with Eric Kane and Austin Price. And so far, so good with the 3 of us up here together.
Oh, I think it's been a, don't want to jinx it, but a flawless first half from a standpoint of not stepping on each other. I mean, first broadcast together. When Mark texted and said, hey, what do you think about adding Casey to our broadcast team? I said, well, I like it. Let's just move Eric to the booth. He goes, well, I'll check with Eric. I said, I'm pretty sure Eric's not going to say no to coming out of the weather.
Yeah. I was good with it. It's been fun so far. It's been a really, really good game, and excited to be here for another year, most importantly, Rivalry Thursday.
And once again, Saturday, I'll tell you again, Bearden and West on WATE, ABC, a noon kickoff. Looking forward to that as the defending 5A state champions will start defense of that state championship. A 3rd down and 26. Lethco will look to throw, heaves this one downfield. A little bit of contact, but no flag, and that will stop the clock. So
now,
they can.
The one perk to Halls here, and this goes back to your point of taking the timeout and not letting 40 seconds roll off the clock, was the fact that Halls has a great punter.
Yeah, they really, really do. Got one inside the 10-yard line already once today. Can flip field in a hurry.
Snap key, though, is key here. I mean, you just had a snap go past the quarterback, which cost you that possession. Campbell County's looking for points right here before the end of the half, and then they get the ball to start the second half.
By the way, once again, as you see the kicker there, Owen Taylor, the social media changes things which we didn't used to have. Owen went off to a number of kicking camps for kicking and for punting and placed really well at some national camps.
I can believe it.
Here is a kid that, you take for granted a little bit what special teams can do for you on the high school level especially. He is a senior, and this is a guy we'll be hearing about all year long.
Well, and Halls has traditionally had some decent kickers over the years. Ian O'Connor was a really good kicker here at Halls. And so, there have been a few places over the years that have been really good with special teams.
Well, we will start here tonight. We'll go all the way through to the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase. It'll be our 3rd year. It'll be Saturday night, December the 9th. That game will be on WATE ABC at Bearden High School, Knoxville in East Tennessee. Austin's going to get tired of hearing me say it, but here goes. In 2 years, the score is 34-34.
What if they tie this year?
We'll go to overtime. I'm trying to say, which
I like a tie. It'd be like 93 Alabama, Tennessee. We'll just go to a tie.
That's good. I mean, we can't share the Bob Black trophy.
Well, we'll just make,
by the way,
we'll make you buy another one.
By the way, how valuable is the Bob Black Trophy right now? As
Absolutely.
we lost one of the great men, as Owen will get this away. Flag comes in, a high punt that will take a bounce at the 42-yard line and bounce down inside the 35. There's a flag over on the other side.
Yeah, it looks like it's around the line of scrimmage, Austin.
Looks like it's going to be on Halls.
Yeah.
I would decline this and give your offense the ball.
Well, after the call by John Ward, we'll lay off for a minute and hear a message from one of our partners.
Formation on the offense, 5 in the backfield. That penalty is declined. First down, Campbell County.
Hi, I'm Tim Harris, Wholesale Furniture, and we're so proud to help sponsor high school football. As an ex-high school football coach myself, I understand how important it is to the fabric of our communities. High school football teaches striving and working for a goal with others, teamwork, toughness, and courage. I hope everyone will get out and support your local team. High school football, there's nothing like it.
And so far we've had a good game tonight. 14-10, Campbell County with the lead. 27.5 seconds to go. You got 2 timeouts, you got time, especially with the arm of Landon Hensley.
I think that's when you could see.
And they'll go to the ground.
I was going to say, you can see some of those. Well, the
face mask. Do they call it? Yep, there they come.
Absolutely did.
So now the clock stops at 19.8 to go. You're going to get 15 yards. You're going to move yourself to the 40-yard line of Halls, and now you've got time to at least get in field goal range.
Personal foul, 15-yard face mask on the defense. Added to the end of the run, that's a first down.
And for Campbell County, they've got to get it significantly down the field, another 30 yards or so before they're in field goal range.
But you're putting yourself in a
put yourself in a position where you can at least throw to the end zone here.
And again, thanks to a penalty.
19.8 to go. You've got 2 timeouts. Hensley all by himself. He's got trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right.
Yeah, Keegan Cohen down here wide on the bottom side of your screen, the running back.
At some point tonight, they're going to throw that double pass that they always throw.
Scored on it last year against Clinton.
First down and 10. Hensley with time, rolls right. Boy, nice coverage by the Hall secondary. Almost a face mask, but it grazed the helmet, and the Cougars decide just to let the clock run out. Apparently, well, they'll take the timeout at least so that they have 1 shot to the end zone.
Just didn't see anything you liked right there. Kept holding on the football, and Culp here comes up. He was kind of spying Hensley as watching that quarterback run, and came up there and made a play.
Yeah, I don't really get. I mean, 2nd down now. I mean, it's not like it's 4th down, and you're trying to play the last play of the half. Why you run 8 seconds off the clock before you? I mean, there's 13 seconds. You could have called a timeout with 13 seconds. That's part of it. That's a bit of a head scratcher to me.
Again, you could have picked up a chunk play of 15, of 20, or whatever.
Yeah,
stop the clock, and then again had a situation where you could take a shot at the end zone or try again.
By the way, the Matlock kick for tires is coming up. First time this year, it's a 35-yard field goal. Eric is now up here in the booth. Casey Funderburg's going to handle that. And I'm anxious to see. I mean, if they're smart, they run Owen Taylor out there. And they let him kick. But they've got a number of kids all painted up and ready to roll.
That's okay, Casey. She will love that.
By the way, I'm going to go ahead and jinx this. Fast-moving first half, 8:03.
Yeah, we'll be here till midnight. 5 seconds to go. Last play, in theory, of the first half, barring a penalty. Timeouts apparently won't really be of value. They'll go to halftime with those 2 penalties in their pocket. Hensley takes a shot. Down inside the 5, and the football is incomplete, and that will take us to halftime. And Brent Hughes runs out on the field, clapping his hands and cheering for his team as we will go to halftime. 14-10, Cougars with the lead, and it will give us a moment to set up the Matlock kick for tires. Now, I think last year, correct me if I'm wrong, Eric, I'll ask you, we didn't have a winner till what, the last game of the regular season, or was that 2 years ago?
It was 2 years ago. We didn't have one till late, but I think we had one maybe mid-season last year, maybe one later.
Okay. But we have 2 or 3 a year that win free tires from Matlock Tires?
Yes.
2 or 3 a year?
My favorite in all this is not what Eric last year, Casey this year. It's Tony Budnick.
Okay, there you go. Casey, take it away.
All right, guys, I'm here for everyone's favorite Matlock Kick for Tires. I have student Elijah Elliott with me right now. Elijah, you originally had on some cowboy boots. You changed it to your tennis shoes, so is this going to be serious?
I hope so. I want to hit it, so I'm hoping it's good.
Have you ever kicked a field goal before?
I have. A long time ago, but it's been a while.
All right, well, good luck. I also have Joe over here from Matlock Tires. Football season is back. Are we going to give away some tires this season?
You know, I like the short shorts, gives him more leg movement, so I like his chances. I think he's got a good shot. Yeah.
All right, well, let's see what you got.
And if it was steel toe,
is he left-footed?
I would have kept him on.
I sure hope he's left-footed. That dude's been holding that ball for how long? Oh my gosh.
Should have kept him on the boots.
Yeah, what? Maybe he should have kept the boots on.
Look at him. I mean,
all right, guys.
Anticlimactic.
Well, your halftime score is Campbell County 14, Halls 10. Now time for the LMU halftime.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Pilot, Ted Russell Ford, LMU, Humana, and Knoxville Smiles.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old-school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
I'm an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner. And we're locally owned.
Gray Hodges has been serving the Knoxville area with quality craft-made cabinetry for over 7 decades now. Craft-Made manufactures high-quality kitchen and bath cabinets in a wide variety of finishes with modern and traditional styles to choose from. Visit one of our 4 locations and let a Gray Hodges owner show you the perfect craft-made design to fit your needs. Gray Hodges. Employee-owned, service perfect.
Hi, I'm Dr. Stephen Malone. You know, people ask me all the time about digital technology and how it affects dentistry. We'd like to show you what that means here in the office. So dentists used to have technicians that they worked with everything analog. Today we do it all digital. Also, digital technology helps us with clear aligners so we can straighten your teeth here in the office. If we can help you with your dental needs, look us up at knoxvillesmiles.com.
At Food City, you don't need your sea legs to get seafood fresh off the boat. Here, fresh fish is delivered all week long, straight from the coast. Nobody does food like Food City.
This is the story of John Smith. Not this John Smith, or this John Smith, or any of the other hundreds of John Smiths that are Humana Medicare Advantage members. No, it's this John Smith, who we paired with a Humana team member to help address his own specific health needs. At Humana, we take a personal approach to your health to provide care that's just as unique as you are, no matter what your name is.
Hello and welcome to the Nichols State Farm Agency since 1980. It certainly has been a pleasure to service y'all and for these years and provide the communities of East Tennessee and Knoxville greater area to provide service for y'all. Provide the best for you and then provide the financial strength of State Farm. Please call or text 922-9711. Thank you very much.
Our team consists of more than 20 insurance professionals, all who make their home here in Knoxville, and all who are part of the community as much as possible. What better way to do that than be a part of Rivalry Thursday? We support high school football as much as possible, and being a former Halls Red Devil, I can appreciate that.
Y para nuestros amigos en la comunidad latina,
Acá tenemos profesionales dedicados al servicio en español para usted.
Provide the best for your family. Call or text 865-922-9711, and we'll see you at the ball game.
Enjoy the second half from the Nichols Agency.
Reach for the power with Dynabody Fitness. New Dynabody equipment is manufactured right here in Tennessee and shipped all over the country. Custom built, rugged, and guaranteed for life. Visit Dynabody.com and experience the difference.
Hi, welcome to the LMU Halftime Report. Let's quickly go down to the field as already, boy, what a shot there. A Scotty Liston vision. Aerial coverage brought to you by Gatlinburg. We'll head down the Halls Band. Exterior Home Solutions Van Spotlight focuses tonight on Logan Dennison of Halls. A junior plays the bass drum 2, and is the bass drum section leader this year. Most importantly, a GPA of 4.2. Congratulations. Brought to you by your friends at Exterior Home Solutions. Job by the Halls Band. Well, let's head down to Jared, who is down on the sideline, our Gambuza's game night makeover. And you started off with just Grayson. Now you got a whole bunch of guys down there.
I know we got some Red Devil faithful here to support their boy.
Where'd Grayson go? Where did Grayson go? Who's that kid?
We made him a handsome devil, Red Devil.
That's good stuff, man. What'd you do to him?
Man, we just got him nice and tight, classic shape, little texture to the top, just something that's easy to deal with for him.
Nice. Okay, so is there anybody else around there? Who would be the next game? Who's the dude over there, the kid over there next in the black shirt?
Kid in the black shirt.
Dude, he needs a makeover.
You need a makeover soon.
By the way, hey, Jared, thanks for coming out. We will see you Saturday over at West for the Bearden West game, a noon kickoff, okay?
Perfect, Mark. Thank you very much, brother.
Sounds good. Let's take a break here, and let's get Doc Talk brought to you by the doctors over at Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic.
Hi, I'm Dr. Amber Loon at Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic. I specialize in pediatric sports medicine. Concussions can happen in any sport. Common symptoms include headache, head pressure, neck pain, sensitivity to light and noise, feeling dizzy, blurry vision, nausea, vomiting, or sleep disturbances. If you're having any of these symptoms, don't allow your athlete to return to any activity that puts you at risk for hitting your head again. Seek care from your athletic trainer, your pediatrician, or from myself. It's important in the first 48 hours to get a lot of rest and also strictly limit screen time. Also, athletes may need academic accommodations in the first week. If you're having any of these symptoms, give us a call.
Well, let's take a look at the schedule that we have for you this year on Rivalry Thursday. And I know there's a whole lot of changes this year, new TV stations. We're on the Knox here on Thursday nights. Those Saturday games, well, the Saturday game, Bearden West will be an ABC game, WATE. All playoffs will be on ABC as well. Carter and Austin East 1 week from tonight. And then we'll head over to Blankenship Field, Powell at Oak Ridge. 2 weeks from tonight, or 3 weeks, I should say, from tonight, Alcoa at Greenville, a game on paper between two state powers. Obviously, Alcoa's won 8 consecutive state championships. Clinton at Powell, Farragut at Bearden, the rivalries that are. Anderson County at Clinton the following week. We'll head up to the Great Smoky Mountains to Casey Funderburg's alma mater, Sevier County, as they'll play host to Morristown West. Central and Heritage on October the 19th. And then we leave the to be announced on the final week of the year. Going to give it about 5 weeks or so, see what looks like the best game that final week of the year, and then we will make that decision. So we are excited about that. Well, let's head down to the sideline. Our guest from Exterior Home Solutions, as Dustin and Trina are down there. Guys, first off, thanks for coming. Who's our guest we've got down there, Dustin?
This is my little girl, Bailey.
Nice. Okay, by the way, you're a Campbell County guy, correct?
I am.
You are. Well, first off, Exterior Home Solutions has really partnered up with Spire Sports and the Volunteer Club. You guys have gone big into Duval Network and Spire and high school football. I guess, why have we gone that direction?
We just like to support our community and give back to everybody and try to earn everybody's business.
Trina, I guess for you and your husband Jeff Hedrick, you guys have been a part of this community for so long, and high school football's meant a lot to you guys for a long time.
Yes, it has.
So you explain the services that you offer.
We do roofing, siding, windows, gutters, anything to the exterior home.
I'll tell you this, that I had a situation, Dustin, I go back to you with our youngest daughter. We had a tree fall on our house, literally on the house. I called you guys. You were out there within a week. And I think that's the hometown feel that I love about what you guys do. Let's talk about the exterior home makeover that we're doing, Dustin. I think it may be. Is it hard to hear down there?
It is.
It's hard to hear. The band is right behind you. The exterior home makeover, someone's going to win a free roof from Exterior Home Solutions.
Yes, sir. We're going to give away a free roof at the end of this year.
Sounds good. You can go online to Exterior Home Solutions /makeover. We put them right in front of the band. Guys, thanks for your support. We'll see you on the locker room as well as high school football. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Let's listen to the Campbell County Band down on the field. Yep. Nice job by the Campbell County Marching Band down there. Casey Thunderberg joins us again, and well, it's a quick turnaround for us. The first game always brings all kinds of fun, trying to get that first broadcast on the air. We dive right into a huge game on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday we will be covering the Bearden High School versus West football game, which should be a big one. West, they're defending state champions, and Bearden, they're looking to make an impact this season. Our own Austin Price got a chance to talk with Josh Jones about his team and what it's going to be like playing on ABC this Saturday.
Joined by Bearden head coach Josh Jones. Coach Jones, everybody starts on Friday night, or in our case Thursday night, but you have that extra day into Saturday. What have you done this week to kind of keep your guys mentally engaged when knowing you have that extra day?
You know, we're not going to have to do any motivating speeches. You know, they're going to be incredibly excited. We got to wait an extra day to play. But the message playing at 12 o'clock is a little different, but the message has been really simple. It's going to be eat, sleep, and hydrate.
When you look at your team and how much it's grown from year 1 to year 2, what areas do you feel like you've grown the most?
We feel that we are miles and miles ahead of where we was a year ago, schematic-wise, and what we're trying to do scheme-wise. And that's pretty much at every single unit on both sides of the ball, and even including special teams with Coach Wintery. They feel they're a lot further ahead there as well. So we just, year one's always a challenge. You never know what you get, but I just know that we're just so much further we're getting enhanced. We want to be complex, by design, but simple in our approach to our kids and how we do schemes and stuff. And we're just taking the next step and coaching more of the details and stuff like that right now, which I like.
A lot of buzz around your program going into this year. How do you handle the expectations? How do you get your kids to handle the expectations?
Well, first off, I've told them they've earned it, and it's exciting and not to take that for granted. But our kids are hungry to win. They're starving to win. They work incredibly hard. They want to see the fruits of the labor for that. So we just, they're very confident group, but they're not cocky or anything like that. They know we got to go out and prove it. We play some really good teams. That's no secret. So they're just excited to get to go out and, see their hard work pay off. And I'm glad I get a front row seat to it every ball game.
That's right. West coming up on Saturday at high noon. Alcoa next week. It will be a juggernaut of a schedule. We look forward to seeing you Saturday over there at West. That game on WATE. As for tonight, Halls and Campbell County, halftime rolls on.
An exciting game coming up this Saturday. Bearden at West. It's at noon and live on WATE.
Yeah, it's interesting, Casey, in 14 years of doing Rivalry Thursday, I think we've had 4 games on a main network. We've never done a day game. The only day games that we've ever done, as Austin Price is back with me in the booth, have been the state championships that we've done. And that's it.
Yeah, I mean, again, this will be an interesting dynamic from a standpoint of, just playing earlier in the day.
Yeah.
Kids are used to playing night games. They have to structure their day differently with team breakfast and warm-ups early. It will be interesting to kind of see who gets off to a quick start, rusty start, or what.
A lot of heavy hearts around here. One of the absolute nicest men, not because he's gone and we talk about him after the fact, but one of the absolute nicest men when he was here was that man right there.
Yeah, Bob Black.
I mean, just salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth. He's a one of one, man. I mean, when I was a young kid getting into this, there were a few people that always, were really good to me, and he was right at the top of the list. And that's a Fulton staff that always had a great cohesive unit with Buck Coatney as the head coach, Rob Black as offensive coordinator at the time. Eventually, he became the head coach. But Bob Black had the field named after him back in 1986. Think about that. I mean, that's a long time ago. Yeah. I mean, he's 80 years old. Man, what a man. What a legacy he left at Fulton.
Well, he was one of those guys. Anytime I would go to the school, Bob Black was the guy that would meet you with a smile on his face.
Loved life, loved kids.
We will miss him, and Fulton will play host to Central tomorrow night, and obviously there will be some special events for him, and then Saturday will be those services. Second half when we come back, Campbell County up on Halls 14-10.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Commercial Bank, Exterior Home Solutions, Matlock Tire, Food City, and Knoxville Orthopedic Clinics.
I chose LMU because I wanted doors to open for me. For my future to have endless possibilities. To know I could become anything I wanted to be. Objection, Your Honor. I always wanted to say that. So whether I wanted to be a veterinarian, a high school teacher, let's turn to page 32, or a successful dentist, I knew LMU would help me get there. All I had to do was open the door.
Hi, I'm David Brewster from Aqua Clear Water Systems. Are you buying bottled water? It's time to get off the bottle. Many bottled waters are not that pure and may have microplastics. You need an award-winning Kinetico reverse osmosis system from Aqua Clear Water Systems. We'll change your water. It'll change your life.
At Glass Doctor, our trained specialists are experts at fixing foggy and cracked glass.
Looks great.
You're all set. What we can't fix is your view.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your pains. Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Jessica Green, your Loudoun and Monroe County State Farm agent. While we can service customers anywhere in the state of Tennessee, what I really enjoy most is doing business with customers right here in my community. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Visit us at our Loudoun or downtown Sweetwater location.
I'm Coach Josh Heupel with Tyler and Will from the Sports Animal.
For UT Info in the afternoon, no one does it like 99.1.
From Josh and Swain through Tyler and Will, you're blanketed in orange.
No one covers the balls like 99.1, the Sports Animal.
The third quarter is brought to you by Fellowship of Christian Athletes. By the way, much more coming on FCA about where you go with special event we're partnering up on. Hello, thanks to Ryan Nichols and his team tonight as the State Farm toss is brought to you by our State Farm agents, Jim Pope, Laura Ash, Scotty Dykes, Ryan Nichols, and Jessica Green.
And Tony Budnick, baby.
Tony Budnick in the middle of it, dressed like John Lennon with the shades on at night. First half stats are brought to you by OEB Law. That's the coolest sideline field producer anybody's got, I'll promise you that. So 14-10 Campbell County with the lead. Eric Kane, what jumps out and grabs you about these numbers?
Yeah, I mean, you look at Halls, and really you credit that to one drive. You started from the 3-yard line. They marched the field. They punched it in there with a nice Cameron Bates touchdown where there was a face mask in the end zone. But outside of that one drive, it looked like it could have been a long day, but they showed they can find a rhythm and all that and came back and took the lead briefly.
Yeah, for me, it's the fact that Campbell County is literally taking every drive into Hall's territory. Halls is hanging around. This first drive here will be key in the second half, because if Campbell County scores, it puts Halls behind the 8 ball. This game started with a great, kick return that put Halls down inside the 5, then a massive hit right here, and which brings on the field goal.
Yeah, led to a field goal here. Owen Taylor with the short 22-yard field goal. How about the grab right here for Campbell County? That was Gavin Owens, and it landed Hensley into the touchdown.
Yeah, really, really good play, throwing it up there, punched it in. Then on the other side, it's, Hall's going at it. Brody Rogers down the field, big tight end set, a key possession there on third down, and, going back to the ground and pound with Cameron Bates, and ultimately spin move there. He's going to spin a minute again here in a second, and then he'll punch it in for 6 here to take the lead briefly in this football game.
Yeah, he got another spin. That was just not one he chose to do. Hensley comes back, fires a 48-yard strike right here. Huge pitch and catch, and that leads to Hensley's second touchdown run of the first half. He scampers in right here to give us the halftime lead, 14-10.
Yeah, KJ Chadwell on the 48-yard reception. How gorgeous is it here tonight at Halls? By the way, tomorrow night, first full night, Friday Frenzy on WATE. We'll have all of your highlights on TV. Diamond Clear will have a bunch of games for you that are streaming, and Zach Nelson is down on the sideline. Zach, what can we look forward to tomorrow night?
Thanks, Mark. We got a 4-game slate for you tomorrow night on DiamondClearMedia.com. A couple rivalry games, one over in Blount County. Maryville goes to Heritage as they will renew their rivalry. Maryville looking for their first state title since 2019. They lose 17 starters. Joe Ossovet and his squad, they get Wesley Deck back at quarterback 1. So that's going to be an entertaining one. And then over at Carnes and Hardin Valley, Carnes with no Deshaun Bishop, no Brad Taylor as well. They look to make it 3 straight in the Battle of Solway. Then also Austin East is over at William Blount. Austin East looking for their first Blount County win since 2011 against Alcoa.
By the way, Tennessee was without Deshaun Bishop as well, correct, guys?
That's correct. He is out for multiple months after an ankle injury. By the way, if you saw Zach, he did not hide his fandom. He's got his Heritage light blue on, baby. He's ready. The Mountaineers are ready.
Hey, by the way, Zach, don't run off. I do want to ask you a question. Later in the year, we'll be over at Heritage. How excited are you about that?
I'm excited, Mark. We haven't been to Heritage in a really long time.
We've never. Zero times. Zero.
I went to Heritage, the voice of the Bobcats this year. It's going to be fun. Me and CB45 might have to get a little side bet going on that one.
Now, are you the voice of the Bobcats? Because you've been saying that for years, and you were doing every other game that's not Central.
Well, it's kind of up in the air every week. They give me the best game possible, of course.
Oh,
no.
The number 1 team.
Yeah, he's Jim Nance. Doesn't they look familiar?
What'd you say?
Jim Nance,
Jim Nance is, that's who I want to be one day.
There we go.
First you and then Jim Nance.
Sounds good. All right. Hey, by the way, Zach, thank you. Also, before we get the second half started, the games that are on WNML as Sweet Caroline plays.
You got the game of the week on AM 990. Anderson County at Powell. That should be a great one. You've got over on News Talk 98.7, Carnes at Hardin Valley with Joel Silverberg on the call. And, of course, at 99.1, the home of Knoxville Catholic football, Lakeway Christian is a Catholic.
Give me Hardin Valley to finally get that one back in the win column between the Battle of Solway, as Zach called it.
Wow.
That's out my way, and I'll take the Hawks.
Who you got in the Lakeway Christian versus Catholic game?
You know, I'll take Catholic, but I think Lakeway Christian will push them for a little bit, and then Catholic pulls away.
So we'll get things started. The clock still says 1 minute and 12 seconds to go. By the way, congratulations to CB45 unveiling of the official CB45 sports show last night.
I saw a little bit of it.
Did you catch it?
I caught about a minute of it, and then I was told to get off the phone. So I said yes.
Carissa's that hardcore, huh?
Hey, she knows it's football season. I don't know why she wants to spend time with me, but she does. I better listen.
I wish my wife would spend time with me. She's spending most of her time doing a consignment sale right now, getting ready to sell all the things in her house.
Yeah, it beats the other night. I was in the office, and my wife comes walking through, and she says, Chad's live on Facebook from bed. So, yeah. All right, here we go. Second half. We are ready to roll. Should be a great game for the second half. 14-10, Cougars with the lead. Taylor gets the right foot into it. Returnable from the 6. Finding a gap and kind of tripping down at about the 23. And here comes the Hall's defense on the second half. Landon Hensley really impressed you from the quarterback position, not just with the arm, but with the feet as well. We talked about that, but a very nice kind of balance game for him.
Absolutely. He's got both scorers on the ground, calling his own number. Nice read option for the first touchdown. He's got 8 carries for 33 yards, and again, 2 touchdowns for the quarterback. And of course, 9 of 11 passing, a couple of deep balls as well. Balanced, and he's going to look to be a little bit more balanced here in the second half. Hold on to that lead and obviously put some more points on the scoreboard.
By the way, I know they threw a flag because they have to. The TWSAA needs to change that rule. Like if two teams have starkly contrasting uniforms like these two, and they want to wear both home uniforms, let them do it.
Hensley, whoa. I thought for just a second I was going to have my first opportunity to yell jailbreak. What a gorgeous night, by the way.
I did have someone ask me the other day, what do you think, in what game does Packer throw the phrase rock fight out there?
Well, see, now you made it weird.
I
was going to say it later. Look at the sky. Is that gorgeous or what?
Couldn't ask for a better opening
I put my prediction in. By the way, kudos to Halls for the community doing a little bit extra, paying a little bit extra themselves to put the checkerboard ends on. I love that.
Yeah, looks great.
First down and 15, a 5-yard penalty. Hensley says, well, it just gives me a little bit more room for more stats. Nice open field tackle for a Halls team. Halls last year, 2-8. Made the playoffs, though, at 2-8.
Beat Heritage, won the playoffs.
Yeah, won the games they had to make.
Went to Timmy Gibson on play number 1. The fastest guy on Campbell County's roster. Only a sophomore, but he's out there playing defense as well. He's probably a guy they like to get a screen pass to at some point.
Second down and 8. They got the 5 yards back plus a couple. Hensley this time overthrows the receiver and will leave a big third down and 8. I say big for the defense because as we talked about early, the way Halls is made, they really don't want to get down 2 possessions.
Yeah, well, they could get down 2 possessions and it would be okay. The problem is you just don't want it to be to a point where you're down 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. Right now they would obviously be fine. They wouldn't have to alter what they do.
You don't want to be in a position where you have to score fast.
Yeah, or alter how you play.
Well, odds are you're coming to the near side because negative Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. There are 4 receivers to the near side.
They ran it on empty 3rd and 8 last time. Going to roll them out.
Hensley comes this way and will throw this one back across the grain, intercepted. And a big play for Michael Harrop as Hensley wanted that one back. Throwing across his body against the grain, and a huge play for the Red Devils.
First time he's really put the ball in harm's way where you felt like it was just a toss-up, right? Like, I mean, I know he's threw a couple of jump balls down the field, but those were 40 yards down the field.
When you roll out, you're shrinking the field. And you can see right here, he doesn't have anywhere to go with it. He forces it a little bit across his body, and unfortunately he was covered up. Really, really nice play by Michael Harris. He made a couple plays tonight.
That possibly could be the new segment, Glass Doctor Break of the Game.
Could be.
And a stoppage comes in here on a 1st down and 10. Offsides.
5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
John Ward in midseason form.
Austin, you had Halls that had great field position
the whole
to kick off the game. The whole first half. But plus side of the 50, right there around the red zone, because that kickoff return only got 3 out of that. You'd really like to score on this one.
1st down and 5. They'll hand off up the right side, and why not? Had a huge first half. Here he goes again, down inside the 10 to about the 5 goes Cameron Bates, the senior, racking up the stats. 15 yards.
1st down.
Cameron Bates, primarily a defender his first couple of years here at Halls, asking him to carry the ball a lot now in his senior year, and so far it's been a job well done.
He had a breakout game a year ago against Heritage, 2 touchdowns and a kickoff return for a touchdown. It was an onside kick that he sideswiped, still. Lethco off left tackle, touchdown. Fake the handoff to Bates. Everybody's gotten so mesmerized by number 18. Number 9 tucks it and gets 6.
A guy that says he's not a runner, a couple of nice runs here in this football game. Again, a little misdirection, just keeps it, goes around the left side and gets into the end zone.
Yeah, shifty and nifty right there from Lethco. And Halls is out in front.
Halls has it.
They have the lead.
That's their phrase. Halls has it. Owen Taylor's back out again. Extra points as automatic as we find it. 17-14. Halls with the lead.
Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at MatlockTireService.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson Newman.
What will you find?
Nominate a family that you think is deserving of an exterior home makeover. A gift from your friends at Exterior Home Solutions.
When looking for the best in strength equipment for your home, school, or workout facility, new or reconditioned, Dynabody in Maryville has everything you need to build the perfect gym. A huge selection of used equipment from all the premier brands. Reach for the power with Dynabody.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Exterior Home Solutions, Carson Newman, Knoxville Wholesale Furniture, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 102, Patriot Home Care, and Harris Construction.
17-14, Halls with the lead. Owen Taylor kicks this one deep. It is returnable inside the 1 and slipping down just outside the 10-yard line. Creepers will set up shop there. Side down to Casey Funderburg down on the sideline.
Well, guys, Gavin Harrop, excuse me, he's the one that got that scoring run going from his interception. His twin brother is on the team, Michael, and Coach Hughes says when he's having a bad day, those are the two guys that he goes and finds because he says they will always put him in a good mood because they're always doing the things right.
Yeah, Casey said the same thing to me when I had a conversation with him earlier this week. They've been here, they played, battled through adversity, battled through some injuries. They're going to play a lot on offense, and they're the leaders in the secondary on the defensive side of the football. Tone setters for this team.
Inside handoff. And about 3 yards. Big possession here for Campbell County all of a sudden.
It is. They were able to counter the last time Halls took the lead at 10-7, and they went and made it 14-10. Can they do that here? Can they answer?
Gain of 4 out to the 15-yard line. I have a feeling we are setting ourselves up for a pretty good fourth quarter in the first game of the year.
I'd watch out for number 6 here, Gavin Owens. He hadn't touched the football in a while. I know we had the halftime break, but
Hensley would keep it himself off left tackle. Always scares me when the quarterback runs so much. When he's so important to your team, Hensley is so important to this team. And I understand you got to go play football. I get it. It just scares me.
Well, it depends on how heady he is. You know, Josh Dobbs always had had the ability to jump right before he took a big hit. You know, so he never took a really kind of hard lick outside of the Appalachian State game in 2016. How does he get down when they're getting close?
And obviously you got to run him because you got to win this football game, but a situation like in Missouri running the quarterback in the fourth quarter in 2021, you want to avoid that.
Nice little timing pattern right across the middle. They will get the first down. Gavin Owens, the junior.
Next play, I'm pulling next play. Hey.
I think this defense, Austin, for Halls, has really settled in, minus that first quarter. Linebackers are flying all over the place. Guys like Caleb Turner up front are clogging up holes, allowing them to go and be free and make more plays.
First down and 10 at the 23, just over 8 minutes to go. Hensley, and a stoppage again right before the play.
Prior to the snap, delay a game on the offense, 5 yards, still first down.
I'm actually serious. If you're Landon Hensley, this may sound dumb, but here goes. Do you almost like backing up 5 yards because you get to have 5 more yards of stats?
Maybe in certain situations, but maybe not right now. I see what you're saying because he's a good quarterback and throw it all over the place.
I got Joe McNish over here shaking his head for the first time vehemently at me.
When your team's down by 3 in the second half and you're backed up inside your own 20, probably not.
Okay.
I see what you're saying.
Hensley with a little flip screen across the middle.
Yeah, you gotta get enough oomph on it.
Led to nothing. You know, the only times that Austin really doesn't have anything to say is when he thinks that something I've said is so dumb that he won't even respond.
If you had, before the 8-minute mark of the third quarter of game number 1, for when all of East Tennessee collectively said, just let Eric and Austin call the games. You're the big winner.
Second down and 15.
Just don't really look in sync right now.
No, they look like they're confused.
Yeah.
Hensley looking to throw.
He got hit.
Arm gets hit and almost intercepted very quickly. Timmy Gibson turned into the defender for Campbell County because Hensley's arm got hit and he just couldn't follow through on it.
Well, they're bringing the house. This is 2 plays in a row where they've brought pressure.
Drew Ross.
Oh, should have caught that.
Yeah.
Should have caught that. Gabe Holmes would love to have that one back. And as it is, a 3rd down and 15. How big is this play? Hensley 9 of 11 in the first half. He is 1 for 5 in the second half with an interception.
Could have had 2 right there.
You got to give some credit to that Halls coaching staff for the adjustments that they made at halftime.
Another delay of game. They barely got it off.
Hensley will step up, zings it across the middle, overthrows the receiver. Down the sideline, looking for the end zone.
Out about the 4.
No, inside the 5, and the Red Devils with a chance to go up 2 possessions.
Yeah, Hensley very uncomfortable that whole series.
Yeah. You got Halls playing zone. There was a receiver there breaking that cushion, but there was a Halls Red Devil all the way around. He's watching, moving up a little bit, and just overthrows this football.
Well, there were a lot of red shirts there, and I think he got hit again.
It was one of those where if the ball was on the money, you completed it, but still there's 3 or 4 defenders there.
So first down and goal at the 2. Watch out for Bates off right tackle, but they'll hand it to Marcus Moore. Touchdown. Boy, what a start to the second half for Halls. Down 14-10. 2 quick touchdowns thanks to turnovers and the opportunity to go up 10 points.
It's been the defense. The story has been the defense for Halls. They've made Hensley very uncomfortable, forced 2 turnovers, giving great field position here and a couple of easy rushing touchdowns. This one from Marcus Moore, and of course, Lefko had the first one.
Owen Taylor, extra point kick is up, and it slides through. 24-14, Halls with the lead. Let's take a break for a message from Better Mattress and Big O. I'm Ari Thomas.
When you're 6'4" and 320 pounds like I am, finding a mattress is a challenge. That's why I went to Better Mattress for help. It's not about just selling big store brands. At Better Mattress, it's about making a mattress that fits the person's body type and their personal preferences. Look, after a big football game, this body is tired and sore. I have to have a mattress that helps me rest and rejuvenate. Big O and Better Mattress. Good night, just got better.
And our thanks to Better Mattress, $500 going to Campbell County High School tonight. And our thanks to Better Mattress for their support. 5 area locations. We get our new mattress next week, and we cannot wait for the new mattress that we have coming from Better Mattress. Boy, it was an incredible drive for the Halls Red Devils. It was a time-consuming, as the aerial coverage is brought to you by Gatlinburg, by the way. 1 play, 2-yard drive in 4 seconds.
Call that efficiency. I think you take that every day of the week.
Speaking of Gatlinburg, we don't have GP on the schedule, but they're going to have a really special year up there for the Highlanders. Loaded team, and expect them to run the table. Their first game coming up tomorrow night against Seymour.
Deep kick here, and Owen Taylor finally gets into one. Hey, somebody who's been with us for a long, long time is Steve Kuntz from the Kuntz Cram course. University of Tennessee had over 40,000 applications. 10,000 were accepted, which means that ACT score is so important. They've got upcoming courses September 2nd, October 10th, December 2nd. If you'll use the Rivalry 20 at the checkout, they're going to give you $25 off at the checkout. This is important. $20 off, better ACT scores, more scholarship dollars. Kuntz Cram course could be a great friend of yours if you'll check in with them. 24-14 Halls, 2 drives, 2 interceptions, 14 points off of turnovers to start the second half.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say you've got to get something moving offensively here. Obviously, a lot of football left to play. Austin down 10, though, but just how uncomfortable you've looked offensively is Smart just right up there. 2 drive, 2 turnovers, and 2 scores off those turnovers.
Yeah, you have to just get some rhythm.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you're right, a lot of football left to play, but they've been out of sorts the entire second half. Let's see if they can get some rhythm.
They've gone empty a lot in the second half.
And they've not run a lot of slip screens and stuff. I know they did it on the last series, but on the whole, they haven't.
Last series and down here in the red zone in the first half.
Yeah, they've decided to go to the ground, which is a smart play. Get the confidence back for Hensley, make the linebackers play up, make them play honest, then go back to the passing game. a little early, I guess, but I think this is a must-score drive for the Cougars. With how Halls has punched you in the mouth.
It's a must-move-the-ball drive. You have to be able to flip the field. Like, you can't give them the ball back, with 50 yards to go. You got to make them drive it 70, 80, 90 yards.
First down and 10 at the 37. They're going to keep Hensley on the ground. He'll pick up 3 yards, make it a 2nd down and 7. Got to be impressed with this Halls defense. We always talk about the offense all the time. But guys like that guy right there, Hunter Toney, who's been hurt in camp. He's had some hamstring issues, and he's out there tonight playing a heck of a game.
Tell you what, Brody Rogers, who just screamed past the quarterback going a little too far upfield, he's had a big second half defensively as well coming off the edge.
Nowhere to go. There's that front again for Halls.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do something different out of it. I agree, like maybe getting them some confidence with a little bit of running, but I mean, just going single wing basically. I mean, like.
3rd down and 7. Big play right here at your own 40-yard line. Three receivers near side. Hensley will keep it himself on the ground and nowhere to go. Goodness, that defensive front led by big number 56, Caleb Turner, 6'2", 320.
Again, you call that play to go for it on 4th down. You're on your side of the 50, so it's risky, obviously.
You going for it on 4th and 5?
This is what I'm talking about. They line up.
Are you trying to draw them off?
He can drop back about 2 yards, still play the quarterback position, or punt it from there.
But Brent Hughes calls the timeout, who is coached with Matt and Justin. He's like, okay, enough of the bluff. Enough of the bluff. We're taking a timeout here so you guys can think about it. Take a quick break from our friends at Food City.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand cut in store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Well, always remember Food City, Pepsi, and Frito-Lay, your tailgating headquarters, whether it's high school, whether it's UT, those three combined to be your tailgating headquarters. Mark Packer, Eric Kane, Austin Price up here in the booth. Got a heck of a game right now and a big play coming up.
Yeah, we'll see what Campbell County does right here. It's one of those risky points in the game where you're just in a weird spot on the field.
They're still lined up to go. They're still lined up to go.
And again, they're going to. That's how they're going to do most of the season. They'll just drop him back and he'll punt from 7 yards deep.
It's good to have options right here, but if you do go for it and get stopped.
Oh, they're going. Hensley. Slip screen across the middle, and no. Boy, Hall steps up big, makes the stop at the Campbell County 43. And there's that guy again, wearing number 18. He has been everywhere, old Cameron Bates.
Good player, known for his defense. Snipped that out from the get-go. Gavin Owens, the impact player, wanted to get him the football. But this is now the 3rd straight drive to begin the second half for the Hall's offense, starting in enemy territory.
I'll never understand going forward and throwing it short of the sticks. I'll never understand it.
Man, them's fighting words. I mean, you go to Kentucky water parks with the
I love
Matt
them.
and Justin and their kids, and here you are bashing them on TV.
That's a good play right there.
Let him go.
Oh, yeah.
Let him go.
Really, really nice play there from Luke Harrell.
Big play. Big spot in the field.
And that's a play you need, right? Nothing's gone your way at all if you're Campbell County. So
in the second half.
Yeah.
No.
And so, I mean, does that start something? I don't know. But, I mean, it gives you something to feel good about here because you haven't already.
Well, there's a lot to smile about if you're Halls right now. Brought to you by my dentist, Drs. Malone and Costa. Knoxville Smile Cam. And yeah, a lot to smile about right now. Up 24-14, 4 minutes to go. Lethco rolling to the right, steps up, throws across the middle, catch is made inside the 30 down to the 28.
Similar route to what they ran earlier.
Same one. Looked like the same one in the same position on the field.
He threw it more on the run the first time. That time he actually stepped into the throw a little more. Either way, it was same, similar, same success.
Lethco's been kind of sneaky good tonight. I mean, he's a sophomore. He got a lot of time last year as a freshman. He sees the field well, according to Brent Hughes, very young. But they really want to let the game come to him, and it's happened tonight. Inside handoff. Here's your game breaker to the outside. Is he breaking the game here? Inside the 10 goes Marcus Moore, a junior. And Hall's looking to blow this thing open.
Great run there, breaking, getting to the outside, going down the sideline. Right around the 5-yard line, we have an injured Cougar.
Should be down on the 10-yard line.
Blue 2020 F-150 41,990. Hut. Jake drops back. He's got a deal wide open. The crowd goes wild. With savings, whether you're looking for a low-mileage pre-owned truck to tailgate in or a minivan to get the whole family to the game, the Pre-Owned Patrol has what you're looking for. At Ted Russell Ford on Kingston High.
And our thanks to Ted Russell Ford, $500 going to the home school at Halls High School tonight. And they say Ted Russell Ford helped me. I needed a new truck for drag the production unit around. And bought a truck last year. They put a big box on the back of it. Game changer for our company. What a crowd tonight here, by the way. Gorgeous night for high school football. This is the third straight Halls drive that started in Campbell County territory here in the second half.
Again, two forced turnovers and a turnover on downs. That defense it's been the difference. That Halls defense so far in the second half. It's been incredible.
Once again on Saturday, we'll be over at West High School as the player is still down. Well, there are a couple of events that are coming up for Fellowship of Christian Athletes as the young man makes his way to his feet. And Timmy Gibson. So coming up on Thursday night, December the 7th, the Faith Promise Church, a partnership with Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And it'll be on WATE6, it'll be on ABC. And I invite all schools, FCA groups, churches to bring your kids to this free event called Where'd You Go? Inky Johnson is the keynote speaker. It's going to be a spectacular way for us to finish the year with Where'd You Go, partnering up with FCA. 7 p.m. on Thursday night, December the 7th. But come to Faith Promise on Pellissippi, be a part of the event in person. Chris Blue going to provide music that night. And I can't wait. Cannot wait for that.
That's a big deal. That's a really big deal.
Yeah.
A lot of talent there. We get Austin Price to show up as well, and sell tickets to it.
Well, I'm hoping he'll sit on the front row and Inky can spit on him all night long. Because if you heard him speak, spectacular speaker. Hand off right up the middle to about the 5. He's got a great story. Have you heard Inky speak?
Oh, yeah, I have.
Have you, Austin?
Yes. I've heard him speak a couple of times. Fortunate enough to hear him speak once in high school, I believe, once as a young adult. Great speaker. Yep. Great story.
So Lethco has decided that Brody Rogers is his best friend, wearing number 0. His 2 completions in the second half on a 2nd down and 5. Where does Lethco go? Well, right now he tries to just hold on to the football. Lethco becoming an athlete.
That's a walk in the back.
Using the feet.
Blindside hit. We got all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of flex. Now Lethco makes an incredible play for naught.
On a busted play, too.
And Lethco says, my legs aren't very good. It's on my arm. I'm not very athletic. That was very Patrick Mahomes-esque.
put that on the highlight reel tape. Too bad it won't count for points.
Problem is all the yellow flags that throw in that the college coaches see and go,
you can
yeah.
edit that out.
Yeah. What, the yellow flags?
Yeah, maybe. There's great people we work with now.
It was a nice play. I don't know that there's one. I think even CB45 pulled out a flag and threw it.
I have 2 fouls on the play. I have blocking the back offense.
Yep.
I have blindside block offense number 0. The block in the back will be declined. The blindside block will be enforced. 15 yards, replay, second down.
You know what I love about John Ward, by the way, there's another plug for Inky, but you watch there's one right there.
Block in the back.
And there's another one right there.
Yeah, probably the blind side right there is more.
Well, what I love is when John Ward makes a call, he acts like he's truly mad at the kid that made the play. It was a blindside block, 15 yards against him. Love John Ward.
It's Brody Rogers who had that blindside block. He's had a very, very good game.
Big penalty moves him all the way back out to the 24.
That penalty's been the only thing that stopped Halls all second half.
First down and goal from the 24. Lefko looking to throw. Could be back to midfield. How about that athleticism? Looking to throw, and finally throws it away. That's the best incompletion I've seen in a while.
We got a flag here late. It could be a lineman downfield.
Yeah, they were trying to set up a screen, so very easily could be a lineman downfield. Michael Easley, the nose guard for Campbell County, saw that.
Watch this.
Have ineligible players downfield on the offense, 76 and 60. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. Replay the down.
We're back out of the 29 now. There we go, 29.
Well, and all of a sudden, if Halls doesn't score here and it stays 10, Campbell County's hanging around even though they've had no momentum at all.
Again, Michael Easley saw that, was right around where they wanted to throw the football, couldn't throw the football.
Yeah, it was first and goal. I mean, they thought, well, it's first and goal, we ought to be able to run down to the 5.
Yeah.
Second down and goal at the 29. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. And what looked like could be a knockout punch by Halls.
Yep, so it'll be third down now. They declined the penalty.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Smart.
Either way,
third down
it's
and goal
third and Beth Park's Kitchen in Hardin Valley. There'll be an offsides on Campbell County.
And this takes me
out of the snap. Encroachment by the defense. That's 5 yards. Still third down.
So this takes me back what's happening right now to when Austin said, man, this game's flying by. It's halftime and it's 8 o'clock. And 20 minutes ago, it was first and goal at the 5.
Every game has a sequence like this. But you still should never say it whenever you're speeding right along.
We've only been doing this for 15 years.
Yeah, I feel less guilty about jinxing this versus a no-hitter or something like Packer did.
Like I did at Tennessee.
Smokies,
yeah. Okay, third down and goal at the 19. Lefko opening to the blue sea, right up the middle, cuts to the outside, and boy, he's going to be close enough.
Oh yeah, go to get down here in field goal range. And that's
wow, but at the same time, is Brent Hughes going to kick it or say, you know what, I'm up 2 possessions as it is. It's still up 2 possessions if I take the 3. I might just go for it and make him go 95 yards.
I mean, you could make a case for that.
It's a pretty good case. Nobody's running out on the field. Here they come. I'm wrong again.
Well, remember the kicker you have, though. Because, I mean, a lot of times it's not guaranteed in high school, but here with Halls, you're about got as close to as guaranteed as you have.
I hate to start the first game questioning coaches. I understand that. But at the same time, it's still a 2-possession game, and it's a 95-yard field.
This is a win for Campbell County right here.
What's my point?
I agree.
Okay, thank you for agreeing with me. Kick is extra point is up and good. I mean, it's a field goal, but it's an extra point. It's a 27-14, and it's a 13-point game. Hey, Gray Hodges, incredible supporter this year. There's Charlie in there. Charlie said they've never done anything that was more successful than high school football and Rivalry Thursday. That's a guy I need talking to everybody. $1,000 goes to the visiting school. Charlie's always smarter than the rest of the competition. He says the visitors have to pay for buses. So why don't we give the $1,000 to the visiting team to help them get over here to the school?
Smart man.
That's a smart businessman right there. And that leads us into the Patriot Home Care Scholar Athlete. There's an odd turn. Eli Dorton, a junior offensive and defensive line. He just looks smart. 4.02 GPA. Congratulations from your friends at Patriot Home Care. 1:04 to go, third quarter. 27-14 Halls. It was 14-10 at the half. Campbell County, third quarter, all Red Devils.
Yeah, they've yet to run a play on the Red Devil side of the field.
It was, well, and they're the ones that stopped themselves with penalties on that last drive. So it was a win for Campbell County, but it's still Hall stopping Hall.
Yeah. It ain't over till it's over. Still within 13 points. And Hensley in the offense will get the football. 1:04 to go. All three timeouts, down 2 possessions. I'm calling a big play and a long touchdown here for the Air Price.
Well, at some point they're going to go to the double pass.
Oh, whoa. Do you have inside knowledge?
They do it every time. They did it last year with you all.
We called it last year.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the George Coral's double pass.
You know, they've not run the football, and I know you're down by 10 right now, about to be the fourth quarter.
Hensley has some time. A little slip pass across the middle. And close to first down yardage before running into a rugby scrum.
But you haven't run the football with, you know, your running backs and Owens and some of these other guys like Cowan. It's been a whole lot of empty sets so far in the second half.
One of the best names in high school football, Gabe St. John, on the reception there. 11 yards. Under 30 seconds to go, third quarter. A third quarter that Campbell County is ready to put in the rearview mirror.
No doubt.
Hensley has time, takes a shot. Oh, goodness. Only person there was the safety. And that's just a pass that is not one that is very Lyndon Hensley-esque.
Just bad.
Bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's literally nobody back there. Luckily, he didn't have pick number 3.
Oh.
You know. Work the short stuff. That's what you've had some success with. I mean, you're only down 13. There's a full quarter to go.
Second down and 10. 13 seconds to go on a drive that really is a must touchdown score drive at this point in the game.
I agree with that.
Hall's bringing pressure. Hensley looking to throw quickly right across the middle, and they'll get nice yardage. Busting through tackles. Out to the 43, maybe the 44-yard line.
See, I would want. Well, they're going to go.
That'll take us to the end of the third quarter. We will go to the fourth quarter on FCA's Rivalry Thursday, presented by Pilot Company. All Halls in the third quarter. Can Campbell County come up with some answers in the fourth?
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Glass Doctor, Better Mattress, Gray Hodges, Aqua Clear, and the Volunteer Club. Real Vol fans are members of the Volunteer Club.
Some things are just better together. Like sensational salads and sizzling steaks, old friends and new friends, special occasions and special moments. At Aubrey's, we like it when things go together, so we do everything we can to make getting together easy. Aubrey's, real comfort, real food, real good.
I'm an owner. I am an owner.
I'm an owner.
And we're locally owned.
Gray Hodges has been serving the Knoxville area with quality craft-made cabinetry for over 7 decades now. Craft-Made manufactures high-quality kitchen and bath cabinets in a wide variety of finishes with modern and traditional styles to choose from. Visit one of our 4 locations and let a Gray Hodges owner show you the perfect craft-made design to fit your needs. Gray Hodges. Employee-owned, service perfect.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we give, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank. Life made better.
Hey, it's Nick and Jake with the Pre-Owned Patrol at Ted Russell Ford. Here to remind you that we don't just buy pre-owned vehicles, we sell them too.
Nick and Jake have stockpiled a massive selection of clean, low-mileage pre-owned vehicles.
Like late-model pre-owned trucks as low as $27,995 and over 80 pre-owned SUVs in stock. From economy to luxury, everything's on sale at Ted Russell Ford. And of course, we're buying vehicles. We'll even come to you for a no-obligation trade appraisal. The Pre-Owned Patrol is here for you at Ted Russell Ford on Kingston Pike and Parkside Drive.
Football is back, and OEB Law is excited for a season full of big hits, perfect plays, and those nail-biting near misses. If you've been injured, OEB Law will come to your defense and tackle any obstacles blocking you from scoring a full and fair settlement. Call OEB Law 865-546-1111 and turn your red into a check.
Hello, and welcome to Nicholls State Farm. Since 1980, it has been our pleasure to serve Knoxville and Tennessee, recover from accidents, and prepare for their future. Do what's right for your family today. Call or text us at 947-6560.
Third quarter is brought to you by Pilot Company. Let's quickly get down to Casey with Brent Hughes.
Coach Hughes, 1 quarter left. Is this game going how you envision?
We got to finish it. It don't matter how it's going. We got to finish it. If we can finish the 4 quarters, then we'll win this ball game. And that's all we're talking about and thinking about right now.
Thanks, Coach.
Got his game face on.
Boy, he was focused, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
He's
I thought he was going to take Casey up for a minute.
Voice is gone.
You love the passion.
I really did. Had that been you, Eric, he might have taken the sideline reporter out, but he was nicer because it was Casey. First down and 10 at the 44, run right up the middle. Cougars into Hall's territory down at the 41, maybe the 40, and hang on.
Really nice run right there. You hand it off to him, you pull some offensive linemen across the center trap style, and I mean, you look at the rushing yards, especially here in the second half, it's been all Halls, but if you were running the football effectively, Campbell County was in the first half, and he did on that play there.
You know what's misleading about those stats is the turnovers in the short fields.
Yes.
First down and 10 at the 41. 11 and a half to go. Hensley throws this one to the outside, and almost a good thing.
Here's what I want to know. And, Joe's going to have to pull his calculator out. What's the starting field position for Halls? Take away the where they got the goal line stand, and they had to start at the 3. Take that out. What's the every other series? I bet you it's like Campbell County 40.
It took 3 quarters for us to go, hey, Joe, could you add up all the possessions minus the 2 in the middle, and then add the 4th one on and subtract from the first one? Second down and 10 at the 41.
Tell you, my first night up here in the booth, and Joe's the hardest working man in the production.
Oh, yeah. That's what my mom used to say. God love her.
Yep, the Campbell County 42.5 yard line. That's their average starting field position.
No, Joe's the best stats guy we've ever had. I mean, he's the only one we've ever had.
That's not true. The best one we had was that night at Greenville when we had the machine doing it for us.
That is true. Yeah, we had a computer screen.
Yeah, Zach doing it a couple games.
Third down and 5, 4 down territory. Obviously, if you're going to go for it at your own 40 before, you're down 13 points. You got 2 plays to get 5 yards.
Right here's where you run the little slip screen where you don't have to throw to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
He looks to throw, gets pressure, throws this one out. Oh, he didn't even look for the football. It was essentially a wheel route to Keegan Cowan. Cowan now maybe got held a little bit, thus the jersey pulled off of the shoulder pads, but I don't feel like he really turned and looked for the football.
Yeah, I think he got held a little bit, but your point, didn't turn. It was Gavin Cameron that hurried that throw. Gavin Cameron coming up and making Hensley hurry and kind of rush that throw.
You'll always give respect to the linebackers, won't you?
No doubt. Yeah. Smartest players on defense.
Looking forward to seeing Chad Brooks on Saturday.
He's a running back. Good one. Mud Bowl.
C.J. Smith on Saturday.
That's a big boy.
4th down and 5. Hensley looking to throw. Could run, but will throw this one behind the receiver. Hensley had all kinds of room to run had he tucked it, but he tried to get it to Robert Gillespie of the Florida Gators, which is kind of what he looked like, and it just didn't happen.
He had a lot of room to run. You're right.
Campbell County 0 for 3 on 4th down, and now Halls with the football. Will they try to run some clock or get the knockout punch?
Well, you try to eat as much clock as you can. You want to be aggressive and score, but try to eat some clock here.
Oh, yeah. You want to run off 3 or 4 minutes minimum.
Campbell County in the second half, Mark. 2 turnovers on downs.
Yeah. Lethgo pressure from behind, throws this one out to his receiver, Drew Ross. Blockers in front, down the sideline, and will be taken down just outside the 10. Those tight ends, Rogers, who wears 0, Ross, who wears 7, have been the key to this offense for the Red Devils.
Oh, no doubt. They absolutely have, and they're the names that you heard all offseason, talking to some coaches this week. This time it's Drew Ross with the big-time reception down the sideline, and you put it in here, and this would be the knockout punch, Mark.
I mean, they love the tight ends. It's such a safe little pass for the young quarterback, Amari Lethgo.
Yeah. By the way, I said Campbell County they out-thought themselves in the first half. Halls, don't overthink it. Hand it to 18.
Yeah. Cameron Bates, he'll get the football off right tackle. Runs into the linebackers. Take it down to the 6-yard line. 2nd down and goal at the 6.
The only way this game's not going to be a 3-possession game here in a minute is if you start snapping it over your head and getting penalties and going backwards.
You talk about those tight ends for Halls, Drew Ross and Brody Rogers. They both play here on offensive tight end. They both play the outside linebacker position.
Hey families, I want to tackle one of the biggest problems going on in America in families right now. It's people on the bottle. Bottled water. Bottled water's everywhere. I see people lugging jugs, old ladies, young ladies, everybody carrying these cases of bottled water out there about to hurt their back, and then it comes in your house, your garage is covered in bottles, and then your trash can's full of bottles, and then laying around everywhere is half-used bottles. It's time to get off the bottle and get an award-winning Connecticut reverse osmosis system from AquaClear Water Systems. You can make 20 gallons a day of better than bottled water. We can hook your refrigerator up so you have super, super pure water, and the ice tastes fabulous. Your coffees and teas are going to be wonderful. It'll be one of the best things you've ever done for your health and your house. Give AquaClear a call. AquaClear will change your water. It'll change your life.
I will tell you this, we had a AquaClear put in a water system at our house about a month ago, and the phrase is right. Let us change your water, it will change your life. It changed our life. 2nd down and 6, Lethgo looking to throw. Will stay up on his feet. Don't tell me you can't run, young man, because you can run.
And that's
a very nice athletic throw. Touchdown, Halls. Landon Vest just kind of patiently waited for Lethgo to do his thing, and then Lethgo found him for a 33-14 lead. And who are these Halls Red Devils?
Look at this play right here. He almost slips, reverses course, gets his eyes downfield, shoulder square, and makes a great throw. That is you're right, he's only a sophomore. That is an upperclassman play right there.
Look out, man. Look out for Halls. Now, I mean, this year, let's just say they've got all the seniors on the offensive line, and they've got the young quarterback with the future for this kid. Yeah. It's pretty bright.
Personal foul, Halls.
Personal foul on Halls. Apparently pointing to the scoreboard to the Campbell County kids, and they'll move it back on the extra point, looks like.
That's fine. Owen Taylor can make it. What a second half.
Yeah. 23-0 Halls at this point.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. Why would you – now they're going back. They're going to take it on the kickoff. I was going to say, why would you not take that on the kickoff?
Yeah, because the 1 point's not as important as the field position to get 7.
100%.
For sure.
Extra point to make it 34-14. Kick is up. It is good. Let's take a break. What a second half for the Red Devils. 24 unanswered points.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Exterior Home Solutions, Carson Newman, Knoxville Wholesale Furniture, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 102, Patriot Home Care, and Harris Construction.
Hi, I'm Annie Jones. I'm the owner of Top Flight Athletics in Kingston.
Hi, I'm Rob Black, Athletic Director at Fulton High School.
When it comes to apparel and uniforms for our girls, quality and efficiency are most important. So I've got a lot of cheer moms to deal with.
When we think of apparel and equipment vendors, we're thinking about people who we can trust and people that we have a relationship with, and someone that will make sure we get what we want when we want it, and it'll look the way that we designed it.
That and the fact that they are locally owned is the reason that we do business with E2 Sports.
E2 Sports has been that for us, and that's who we're in partnership with right now, and couldn't be more proud to do so.
Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Jim Pope, and I'm located in Morristown, Tennessee. I've been helping people manage the risk of everyday life for the last 35 years. So stop by my office in Morristown, call me at 423-581-9390, or click in at jimpope.net.
Safety, integrity, reliability. More people trust the Joe Newbert family to return their vehicle back to its original condition or better. Only Joe Newbert Collision Centers offer pickup and delivery, worry-free insurance claim handling, and guaranteed repairs for as long as you own your vehicle. Insist on locally owned Joe Newbert Collision Centers. And drive safely out there.
Life happens, and damage to your home can be extremely stressful. That's why it's important to find someone who offers efficient, quality work with financing options. Exterior Home Solutions, they value not only family, but community. Happens, and you should too.
At D1, our slogan is the place for the athlete. But who is the athlete? While you'll see a number of our athletes on courts and fields, not all of those athletes are starting left tackle in the football game. We pride ourselves with being the place for all athletes, 7 to 70, mom or son, dad or daughter, with locations all over Tennessee. And we have training programs for every athlete. So stop by any of our locations and let's find the best athlete in you.
You're watching Rivalry Thursday on The Knox.
Well, our Commercial Bank salutes the stripes tonight. Jeremy White, the back judge, 8th year officiating. He's a teacher, a football coach for Little League, and tonight he's been over there visiting with Chad Brown a lot. Giving him advice about what to do on Friday nights. Tony Budnick down there, hardest working sideline field producer.
He's a star.
He is truly a superstar.
We're going to make Tony into a star like we did Chad. Chad came from humble beginnings, and now look at him now. We're going to do the same thing with Tony.
Are we?
I think so.
Chad's career started over
at Gallenberg
in the mountain thicket,
where we cackled going off the air, going down the steps.
He and Jesse Smithy were down there interviewing Benny Hammonds.
No, it was Robert. It was Robert Gillard.
Oh,
at Austin East. He had come back to win, and remember that kid ran through the fence, like through the door when he caught the touchdown, and that was spectacular. There's Robert Gillard with Jesse Smithy and Chad, and then we lost it.
9:18 to go. Landon Hensley looking to throw. Short pass off the right side and an incomplete pass. 34 got free. By the way, I will tell you that Rees Across America, by the way, they just brought, I always kind of do this just quickly off the cuff. They brought the money up just now in the bank bag, and $880 that the fans here donated tonight for Rees Across America, which makes a huge difference, putting wreaths on the gravestones of our veterans. A year ago, I think our opening game was $340. So Halls and Campbell County came through big time tonight. Bearden and West, you're up next on Saturday. Second down and 10 at the 36. Halls is bringing the pressure. Hensley squares this one up, and look at the open field tackle.
Who else? It's Brady Rogers. Making plays on offense. He's been making a lot of plays on defense all night.
Hall's a physical team, man. And I'm going to tell you this right now. We talk about that Week 11 to be announced game. I'm going to get a weird look here from Austin. I understand I'm going to. The Hall Central game that week is going to be, it could be a very important game.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
after watching this Halls team tonight, I don't know what Central does this year. I mean, does Frank Johnson, the 75th, I mean, does he stay healthy all year long?
It's very important.
Johnson the 4th.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for Frank Johnson is, stay healthy, but more than anything, stay fresh. I mean, when you're playing both sides of the ball, how gassed are you in the fourth quarter?
Central, a lot of promise defensively always in that program. Playing a lot of young guys this year as well.
We will see Central against Heritage in Week 10.
That's going to be a big one.
And see, you look at, I think everybody
Central Hall's out there. You can't do Central in Week 10 and then do them in 11. So, sorry, that's out. But anyway, keep going. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I guess my thing here is in that region, you look at Central Hall's Heritage. To me, those three will be kind of the ones that are battling it out for a playoff spot. And how those games go late in the year will really tell the tale.
Yeah. Timeout taken here by the Cougars. I did not see this coming. Just did not see a 20-point. And at halftime, it was 14-10.
Yeah.
And could have been worse.
Again,
Campbell County could have had a bigger lead.
Yeah, they could have, because they self-destructed on one of these drives in the second half. But
second quarter, yeah.
Second quarter. But again, it's.
So pause for a second. Watch and listen. You ready? Here we go. Play it. The Glass Doctor break of the game. Was that spectacular? That was spectacular. What was the Glass Doctor break of the game? We called it in the second half. Landon Hensley across his body, the interception. That was the break of the game.
Really nice play again. Just kind of forced it. When you roll out, the field shrinks. Threw across his body, forced it, knocked O'Hara up. That was interception number 2 on the day, I believe, right? Or was that number 1?
That was the first one.
First one?
Yeah.
He's been all over the place.
Like they're set up to do it again. Glass Doctor break of the game. I like it. I will tell you a story. The way that I got Glass Doctor as a sponsor is I accidentally broke the glass in my office, the window.
I believe it.
Literally shattered it. I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
I know how you did it.
And I look. Oh, wow.
Where was your cell phone?
Are you kidding me? I mean, anytime something doesn't go right, like you get all flustered and you start moving your hands around and flailing, and you don't mean to do it, it just happens. And so I honestly think we should institute the glass break sound effect every time you say something dumb. I'll just tell Skip, now.
One Day Signs and Banners, by the way.
Let's call our girl Ann.
I do want to say thank you to Ann and JP and all the wonderful people for all the signs that they helped me with. There may be, by the way, 865-525-5474. They were making signs for all kinds of high schools. They said that because of what we've done here, they've got all kinds of schools. They're making some for Oak Ridge, for other schools today. They're like, we can't keep up with this now. I said, that's what advertising is for. So pictures brought to you by Dustin Hilbelink. I got it right this year. Look at the great shot there.
That's when things were going good for the Cougars.
Was touchdown number
Brought
one
to
for
you by
Landon Hensley.
DHIL Photos. He's going to put all these shots. Look at that shot. He's going to put all these shots online at Rivalry Thursday, Twitter, Instagram.
4th and 9 here.
We're down to 9. Got to go. Thank you. Golly, we lost complete control there for just a moment. 0 for 3 on 4th down are the Cougars. Are they 0 for 4?
No.
Nope, they're 1 for 4. Right across the middle and a first down as Gavin Owens gets him out to midfield with 8:44 to go. By the way, Austin, back to the whole window in the office.
Yeah.
There may be some validity to
100%.
what you
Of course
described.
there is.
There always is,
So
man.
I'll finish the story. I saw the broken glass, and I told my wife, just got a new sponsor, Glass Doctor.
It only costs us a new window to get them.
Looks like a gain of 9. 2nd down and 1. And once again, Saturday, a noon kickoff on WATE, ABC, Bearden and West. Hope you will join us for that. Josh Jones has got Bearden headed in the right direction. Lamar Brown has West already in that direction. A state championship trophy in tow. Hensley looks to throw, going to take a shot downfield into really good coverage. Beautifully played. Now that young man right there, really nicely played by Gavin Harrell.
Again, the twin brother to Michael Harrell. Both those guys have been making this plays. Michael's been getting the interceptions. Gavin's made a couple big tackles, and this time a big pass deflection. Played that ball well. Look at the hops. Basketball player. But something you said earlier in this quarter, I like what I've seen from Halls tonight. I mean, again, what's the season hold? We'll find out, but athletic, good decision maker, quarterback. They've run the football effectively, and the defense has made plays.
Oh, look at the pressure. Look at the pressure.
The thing, too, about the running game is they kind of have a two-headed monster there. Yeah, you hand it to the kind of the Bruiser and Bates, but then you kind of got that lightning with Marcus Moore. So there's it's not like just like they've got a couple of plotters or a couple of like scat backs. They kind of have a bit best of both.
As Dom Culp makes the big play.
Another incredible name, sophomore, Dom Culp. From the linebacker position, a sophomore on the tackle.
But you're right, at the change of pace backs. 2 different styles of backs, and both have run effectively here tonight.
Next Thursday night, Carter at Austin East. 2 weeks from tonight, Powell at Oak Ridge. 3 weeks from tonight, Alcoa at Greenville on Rivalry Thursday. Hensley across the middle, catch is made. The 3rd and 17, give him 3 yards. And it'll be a 4th down and 3 at the 33.5, we'll call it. Gain of 14.
But this game was won by Halls' defense here in the second half, especially to begin the third play.
100%.
Or third quarter play. Just fantastic. 2 turnovers on downs.
I do have a question. A little PTSD there is looking at John Ward. Last year we were over at Powell, and they had the whole thing about the lights going off, and John Ward was the referee, and threw the flag because they had this light. I've got to go to a break, so we'll hold off.
To be continued.
But I will tell you this. It's not an aqua clear water break, as the graphic says. It is Dynabody. But that is down in the showroom at Dynabody. They still have all kinds of equipment. Actually, Heavy told me they've got a plethora of equipment that they are trying to sell for pennies on the dollar. So you can swing by Dynabody. It's over in Maryville, right over there by Hardee's and McDonald's. But anyway, you can swing by and get it for pennies on the dollar at Dynabody.
I'm going to go ahead and save you from whatever story you were going to tell.
This is week 1.
But if we want to talk about PTSD, this is PTSD right here.
Yeah.
This is 3 years ago. We did the first game back from COVID.
Yes, right here.
Right here
Yes.
with not nearly this tall of a plexiglass in between Packer and myself.
Yes, yeah. I kept waiting for a little guy to run out on the field. It was the opener. It was Gibson Halls.
Yeah.
As Landon Hensley on 4th down and 4 will just say, let's just go ahead and go for all of it. And
That's a good play.
Beautiful defensive play by Brody Rogers. Anyway, I kept waiting that night for somebody to run out there on the field and say, "Kidding, we're not playing football."
Yeah.
But the viewership was through the roof because everybody was sick of the cornhole championships.
Well, we were the first game.
Right? Oh, I know it. Yes.
Yeah, we were the first game. I mean, just think of that year and everything, and we were the first football to be played.
We were on the sideline that night in this press box. And do you remember what game it was that we found out that they had canceled the game for the next day because a couple of games because they had some COVID issues. And that's why I kept waiting for someone to run out and say, "Okay, we're not playing."
We had the most games we've ever done that year.
Oh, we were piling.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Powell and Central said we're playing Saturdays. We said we're doing it. It was crazy.
I got to call a game that year. Austin was on one playing golf or something.
No, that was the.
No, you were on vacation because they weren't going to have a game.
By the way, big run off left tackle. Gee, I wonder who it is. It's 27 yards for who's going to end up being our 6-star MVP. Is Bates over 100? 102.
Everyone in the truck collectively says, "Run the ball."
By the way, you can see the post-game wrap tonight on WATE6 Sports. The three of us will send that back after this game is over. First down and 10. Let's go across the middle. I have a funny feeling this Halls team is going to be a problem for some people this year.
They play Gibbs next week. First game over at the new Gibbs Stadium, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Got to stay healthy. I mean, you can say that about any team. I understand that, but
that guy's got to stay healthy.
I was going to say you got to really stay healthy at the quarterback position.
Well, Brent Hughes, what a big win for him. Big win for him tonight. Left tackle Moore for 4 yards, and more importantly, keeps that clock running. So Halls has got the Gibbs game coming up next week.
That's a non-region game.
And then they go to Fulton, Hardin Valley at home, at Carter. There's a chance they could be 5-0 going into the Powell game on September 22nd.
Could be.
I mean, with what I'm seeing tonight.
Could be. I think Hardin Valley will be a tough game for them. See what Fulton's got at the line of scrimmage. Right now, I would tell you the line of scrimmage would be in the favor of Halls.
Cougars bringing pressure. Off left tackle down inside the 10. Well, Moore running hard. Marcus Moore, the junior.
He's had a good game.
Sneaky good game, too.
Yeah. All 5'8", 165. I just think there's always that team as he goes to 66 yards on the night. Moore does. There's always that team or two that after week 1 or week 2, you're like, oh, geez, that team could be pretty good this year.
Yeah.
They could be, so which is why we left week 11 to be announced. You just never know. Super impressed with Halls in the second half.
I am too. And then if you look at Campbell County, again, it's just you came out of the halftime break, you just didn't look comfortable.
Oh, God. Halls made adjustments. Campbell County didn't.
Yeah.
I would tell you that, there's a couple of, I don't understand throwing short of the sticks on 4th down if you're going to go. Little things like that. And, hey, look, he's just trying to finish the job. I mean,
there's a coach up 20 points right there who's laying into his team.
Well, he told me when I talked to him this week, it's like, hey, we just got to play and believe in ourselves that we can do this. And look at it now. Look at this game.
Pilots High School Heroes, the 5th quarter coming up after the game. Quickly, our Exterior Home Solutions 6-star MVP. Our drive of the game, Joe Newberg collision of the game, our picks for Friday night. As Eric, Austin, myself, and Casey will all make our picks for tomorrow night. Is there one game that jumps out and grabs you for tomorrow night? You can't say Powell Anderson County. You got to get rid of that one.
The easy one right there. I was going to say that. You got Central Fulton.
Central Fulton. That's what I'm interested to see. Yeah. is your Jefferson County Patriot program.
They've
had some good scrimmages against some really good opponents. I've heard they've played well. They lost the quarterback, who's now over at Anderson
But
County.
the thing about them last year, they were so young, and they returned so many offensive linemen, 2 backs, 1,000-yard back, some good defenders.
Off left tackle, looking for the end zone. Finding the end zone is Marcus Moore. 4:11 to go, and the touchdown makes it 34-20 with the extra point to come.
Here's what I know. If I'm Campbell County, Landon Hensley doesn't come back in this football.
Excuse me, I said that wrong. Touchdown makes it 40-14. I put the touchdown on the wrong side. 40-14. Extra point to make it 41-14. Backwards on that one, sorry.
Great job of blocking by the Halls offensive line. The receivers have blocked well downfield all night. I mean, they've just dominated Campbell County, the whole second half. I'm honestly interested to see Heritage and Maryville tomorrow night. How much growth has Heritage had in year 2 under Joe Ossovet? Maryville, admittedly, has a lot to replace. You'd expect Gage Ledoux to be a heavy dose of him tomorrow night. But what does Heritage look like in year 2 under Ossovet? Do they take a step? And I'm not saying I think they're going to have a chance to win, but are they?
Because you saw them last year, they just got better and better and better. They look different by the end of the season than who they were at the beginning.
Again, they lost the game late in the year to Halls. That cost them the playoffs. Coming up Sunday is the Volunteer Club Locker Room.
Yeah, Sunday, August 27th, Volunteer Club Locker Room, presented by Spire Sports, the Food City Player Perspective, Humana Inside the Orange. Starting a week from Sunday on WATE, ABC, Sunday nights after the 11 o'clock news, then Mondays at 3:30 in the afternoon. Go ahead and say that Austin will not be able to be a part of the show for at least 2 years because of contractual reasons. So Chris Brown, former Vol, along with Jason Swain, will be the co-host of the show with 2 current players in studio every week. The Locker Room, brought to you by Spire Sports.
And for people that don't understand, I can be on high school. I just cannot talk UT. That's the obligations for 2 years, and then we'll see after that.
So 4:11 to go. I tell you a game. Okay, obviously it's easy because it's the closest game. But I'm probably going to go over and watch Dobbins Bennett Ferry get.
I was going to say,
of course you are.
I mean,
hometown high school, man.
That's not it, CB45.
That is it.
That is not what it is. I go hang out with Dr. Bartlett.
Yeah, I'm going to go hang out with the old boys. It's like going to Floyd's barbershop over there. They're over there on the sidelines.
Well, I would go see Bearden West tomorrow night, but we have them Saturday on TV. Cougars right up the middle.
It's a good run.
I mean, I would love to see Cleveland Clinton, to tell you the truth. We've got Clinton on twice.
They need to get off to a good start because they play West next week. So the Cleveland game's big. But I mean, for me, I mean, if you go over to Farragut tomorrow night, you get to go see, go down to Floyd's barbershop, Packer playing the role of Goober, and
here we go.
Austin said you didn't want to see Hensley back in this football game, and Campbell County's turned to the freshman.
Yep.
Will Crowley, smart move. Get some handoffs here, a couple of nice first down run and a near first down run here. First 2 plays in the drive. Tyrus McCauley on the carries. And 31 unanswered points from Halls here in the second half. That is something.
2nd down and 2 at the 45. We're going to release Eric Kane to go down to the field for the post-game show.
Dude, I can't wait for this at Sevier County.
He'll be going down.
I know, but there's always a chance he could fall, and then we got to make sure we. It'll be like that thing on what's the old Price is Right game?
Why jinx him like that? Two and a half minutes to go. 3rd down and 1, make it a 1st down to midfield. What? 31-0.
I mean, it's been a bludgeoning. Campbell County's not had a pulse. Halls has been dominant. Super impressed by Brent Hughes' group.
Oh, big hit right there. Casey Funderburg down on the sideline. Casey, what you got?
Well, guys, you were talking earlier about Brent Hughes' connection to Campbell County. Well, there's a lot of coaching connections between these two teams. Brent Hughes used to be an assistant coach for Campbell County. He's good friends with Coach Price, who even said it's kind of hard going up against your friend in football. And then also Josh Kerr over with Campbell County. He has a tie with Halls. His dad is Larry Kerr, who was the head coach of Halls when they won the state championship in 1986. So a lot of fun connections between these two teams.
Yeah, yep, definitely. A lot of friendships. Friendships that run deep.
And just they're good friends. You know, I mean, the boys, Matt and Justin. Look at you see Larry and young Josh Kerr. Look at big Larry. Larry's a good one now. Playing that role of Papal these days.
Yeah, I can relate. 31-0 in the second half as Halls brings the pressure, knowing they're going to run the football. And there's that linebacker again, number 11, Dom Culp. And that will really do it. Take us to the end of the game as the clock will run and teams can make their way out onto the field. Boy, a tale of two different halves here tonight. 14-10 Campbell County at the half. But the final score, 41-14.
I'll say this, the Lethco kid from Halls reminded me of a young Jordan Potts making those plays with his legs, able to extend.
Yeah.
Not there as a passer yet like Potts was, but when he can extend, it changes things drastically.
Yep, good comparison there. So Halls gets the win, 41-14. We'll quickly transition into the Pilots High School Heroes 5th quarter as Casey is looking for our 6-star MVP down on the field. Well, the Joe Newberg collision of the game, we'll go ahead and knock that out. And some big hits tonight as this Halls defense, big hits like that was a 15-yard penalty. So I don't know, are we now supposed to give the collision of the game on what was a 15-yard penalty?
Well, we just did.
I think we just did to get things. I mean, we talked about doing it on the face mask, but Manny no on the hit right there, and that's the Joe Newberg collision of the game. The drive of the game, I think, is an interesting one, which is brought to you by Harrison Construction. And it was this. I mean, it was they got the ball at their own 3 after the goal line stand. Lethco, the young quarterback, Amari Lethco.
Finds Brody Rogers. And hands it to who else but Cameron Bates with the double spin cycle.
That was a 9-play, 97-yard drive that ended up in pay dirt and the decapitation that was. Well, let's head down to the field. I guess it's an interesting question. Cameron Bates, had the face mask there, the Exterior Home Solutions 6-star MVP, and Casey Funderburg is with Cameron Bates. I guess, Casey, did it hurt him?
No, I don't think it hurt him, but we can barely hear you guys because we've got all these students back here celebrating. You on the win, first game of the season. How does it feel just to get a win under your all's belt?
It feels great. We got our confidence back, which we needed there. Got it in the second half. Ready to keep winning. It's just first of many.
1 touchdown this game. You had over 100 rushing yards. How do you feel like you played offensively, but not even just offensively, defensively. You had some big stops there as well.
Yeah, played good, but it takes a whole team. Everybody, line, DBs, quarterbacks, receivers, takes everybody. We all played a good game.
Coach Hughes talked about all the work you guys have been putting in the offseason. So how does it feel to finally be on the field and see that work out playing?
Yeah, oh, it feels great. It all pays off. So it's good.
All right, well, congratulations and good luck the rest of the season.
Okay, thank you.
Back to you guys.
Appreciate it, Casey, and what a win for Halls tonight. Brent Hughes, he was getting them after in the second half, but he's getting after the Halls community there in a positive way. What a huge start for Hughes in year 2 running this Red Devil program.
Yeah, congratulations, Brent Hughes. And this was a big game for them. I think more so than probably Campbell County. Campbell County's had some success of recent, memory. Halls really hasn't as much. And so for him, despite the fact it's a non-region game, to get a win like this is a building block kind of game.
Well, it is. It's a huge game, and you outlined the first half of their schedule, and there's some winnable games on there.
Yeah.
A team that won 2 games a year ago. Now, they did make the playoffs, but 2 games a year ago could potentially double, triple that this year.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, big win for them. They go to Gibbs next week, the new stadium. There'll be a lot that surrounds that next week.
Right.
Over at the new stadium. I hope Brent Hubbs is there to bring it in and celebrate. I mean, he's been through the ringer on that deal.
Yeah, I don't think he will be, but maybe.
Never know.
Maybe they'll get him to flip the coin.
So what we are setting up for are the high school picks of the week. And kind of a neat deal that Casey went out and got our MVP, but now we've got to get everybody set up. I will tell you next week, once again, the next game is, of course, Saturday game over on Channel 6, WAT, post-game report tonight there. And then next Thursday night, Carter and Austin East. Anxious to see those two teams. Was impressed with Austin East when I was at some practices.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
but there's the noon game coming up in the Element Kickoff Classic. So that is the one. Okay, so we got Eric down on the field. Casey, great job tonight. Love how you went out there and you grabbed the coach at the end of the third quarter. Love the aggressiveness.
Hey, you guys had me running all over the place in this game. So not only did I work, I got a workout in at the same time.
There we go. Okay, so games coming your way tomorrow night. Skip, producer, I'll need you to do something unusual, and that is lead me through things. Tell me what the first game is that we're doing. Jefferson County at Oak Ridge.
Yeah, I'm going to go Oak Ridge in this game. I think it's going to be close, but I will go Dozier with a couple of short touchdowns, and they win it by 3.
Okay, Casey, this is what he does. He turns into Lee Corso for a minute. Who you got tomorrow?
I'm going to go Oak Ridge. Same thing. I don't have as much to add as Austin did, but I'm going Oak Ridge.
Yeah, she's not doing that. Eric, alma mater, you going against them?
It's week 1. I'm going to take the boys from Jeffco. A lot of experience coming back. I understand the quarterback, but hey, look at tonight.
It's not a bad pick. County. The line of scrimmage, this is a litmus test for Oak Ridge because they've been not very good in the line of scrimmage the last several years, and Jeff County will test them tomorrow night.
I will say this. Look at tonight's game. Whoever wins the line of scrimmage wins the games a lot of times. It's not the sexiest team that wins. I'll take Jefferson County as well to go to Blankenship and get a win. Farragut plays host to Dobbins Bennett. I talked to some Farragut folks this week. They feel really good all across. They want to see where they're at in the quarterback position. Got a young quarterback. I'll take Farragut at home to get it done. They like everything as the team as a whole.
He's taking his hometown team too.
So.
There you go.
Are you an honorary alum at this point?
Just pick the game.
Okay, Goober. I'll take Farragut as well to win this football game. I just think they're the better team.
Casey.
I'm going Farragut as well. I got a chance to look at their quarterback during the Jamboree, and he actually looked pretty good. So going Farragut.
She's only taking Farragut because she's got a blue shirt on. That's the only reason. Eric.
We will make it a clean sweep. I'll take Farragut.
I mean, I couldn't show up over there tomorrow having, taken. Okay, Anderson County and Powell. There are a lot of questions for both teams. Powell's going to transition more to a running game. Anderson County got Isaiah Hall in, the 2-time region MVP on the offensive side for Jefferson County. Is that Powell?
These two teams have played the most entertaining games the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what? Give me Anderson County on the road. I don't know why. They've got to replace near everybody, but every time you think David Gillen and them might go down a little bit, they don't.
All right. Eric.
Yeah, I like Anderson County on the road as well. 2 years ago, they put up 44 points against Powell that went on to win the state championship. Give me Anderson County on the road.
Casey.
I'm actually going Powell. I live in Powell, so I feel like I need to pick them. They're my hometown team.
Hometown team, baby.
Hometown team, you know. I'm taking Powell as well. I think that Matt Lowe makes the transition to the big running game. He's got a young quarterback, a big kid as well. I think Powell gets it done. Rockwood and Oneida. Rockwood's an interesting story because John Webb and Rockwood make the move down to 1A, and it's a non-region game. But they moved down there. I think Rockwood and Coalfield throughout this year are going to be on a collision course to a Week 11 region title game. I think they could both be undefeated.
Might we be there?
We might have that game.
Week 11.
Coalfield and Rockwood. You're next.
Going Rockwood.
Okay.
I'm going to go Rockwood as well. I think they have one too many athletes, and I think Rockwood wins, but I think Casey takes on Coalfield Week 11 has got a good ring to it.
Well, I guess I could switch. Either one, a tie. Who knows?
Eric, who'd you take?
I'll take Rockwood.
Okay, Cleveland Clinton. This is an interesting one.
Did you pick?
He did not pick.
I took Rockwood.
No, they just said you didn't pick.
I just said Rockwood was going to be undefeated going to Week 11, and that doesn't mean that I took Rockwood.
Okay.
All right, thank you, everybody. Okay, in the last game, we're picking Cleveland and Clinton. Look, we've kind of talked about this being Clinton's year a little bit. Darrell Keith and his guys, and Josh Keith is a senior. I'm going to take Clinton to get the win in this game in a very entertaining game tomorrow.
I think it's going to be really entertaining. If it was at Cleveland, I'd take Cleveland, but it's not. It's at Clinton.
Yep.
I'm taking Clinton.
Eric.
Yeah, give me Clinton. I love the quarterback play there. And home field advantage, we got to see them play last year, and a lot of returners coming back. Give me Clinton.
Casey?
Yeah, I think the same thing, Clinton. You know, I talked about them in the pregame show. I feel like at the quarterback position, they've got a lot of experience, and they're going to pull out the win.
Okay. Hold on. Just Skip McMillan says he's taking Cleveland. Wow, what a shot. That's a great heel turn by Skip.
Here we go.
He's going to be he's wearing a Cleveland shirt in there tomorrow in the hallways of Clinton.
Hey, listen, great first night. A few little hiccups always on night one. We appreciate you sticking with us. Best improvements game 1 to game 2 in anything that you do. Game 2 will be Saturday. Bearden and West on WATE ABC. It's a noon kickoff. Make sure you join us for that. Then Carter and Austin East will be next Thursday night as everyone taking their headsets off, and we're hearing it in our heads. This one, I'm Mark Packer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week at Austin East. We'll see you Saturday from West.